What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe? For some reason, my buttons aren't working on my thingamabob. What's going on here? Why is my control deck not working? I can't be asked to restart this. I will try and just restart my stream deck. Maybe that will help. Maybe that'll help. Who knows? Who knows? How are we doing today, guys? We okay? How are we all doing? End task on the stream deck. Boot up the stream deck. So, Nightfox, Faithon, Death's Helm, Alex Havoc, Throny, Irokoro, Faithon. I've already said Faithon. Yeah, let's get that over here. Let's see now. Does this actually change stuff? Wait for it. No. Apparently it's just choosing. Oh, there we go. It's working again. Good. Good. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. FN, how you doing? Carthrick, what's up? So, for Naboo. For the Naboobies. What's for Naboo, buddy? What's for Naboo? That depends. Did you have a spare CC for me? No. I'm good, Jar Jar. How you doing today, buddy? What's going on, Steve? How you doing, buddy? How's it going? You have a complaint about my work. They have decaf English breakfast blend tea. Janus, you don't need to work. Let's be honest. I think you're going to have to resign. But I see no way around it. My day's been busy, RJ. How's your day been? You missed the message in the middle of those two comments? Wait. You ready to enter large amounts of debt? No, absolutely not. I'm not entering debt. I'm very excited about Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon Jinn. But no, we shall not. I will not entertain the idea of debt. Not today, sir. Have I been up to much? I've worked all day, mate. I worked all day and then I cooked dinner. Well, I worked all day, I went to the shops to buy food to cook dinner with. Cooked dinner, ate dinner, came up, did a video, boom, sat down, stream time, let's rock it, baby. That's how we do. That's how we do. In Swugger, you don't enter debt. Debt enters you. Time to... Well, I mean, Carthrick, that's what we're here for. These roster reviews is me selling my brain for people's roster reviews, roster advice, you know, all that good business so that we can feed our addiction of Galaxy of Heroes. Did I feed Smudge? Yeah, of course. Smudge gets fed several times per day. He even had some chicken from my dinner tonight because he's a very lucky bear. He is the luckiest little bear, and it's why he's so chonkers. Debt is now live on OnlyFans. Steve? That's when we keep that on the DL, all right? Scribble Debt. Scribble Sugar Daddy on OnlyFans.com. Smudge is a little beggar. He is, Bazinga. He is. He swipes the food. I mean, Indy just, like, is almost as if she's willing to commit murder for food. So there's that. Ah, crap. I don't think I climbed in Fleet. I was too busy doing videos. Dang nabbit. I was too busy doing videos. Where did I? Okay. Bear with. I was too busy doing the kit reveal of Queen Amidala. I missed my fleet climb. Aye, that's my donut. Indeed. Smudgy is a cheeky little bear. He steals the donuts whenever he so chooses. Hey, what's going on, Rob? How you doing, brother? Somehow, my subscription was cancelled. Won't let me resubscribe. That's odd, June. That's odd. Try it again in a couple of days. Maybe it's just some weird overlap thing. But you did join... Did you join GAC? I did join GAC. I did. We've actually got 2 hours left on the clock still, I think. Any thoughts on using Padme with Queen Amidala? It's a bit early to tell right now, Janus. I don't know how much Padme offers to that team. It's nice to have a stun, extra protection up, extra healing, but it sounds like that team is going to be super survivable anyway. The actual kit reveal this time rather than an image. Yeah, I know, right, RJ? I know. I had a word with Meathead. I was like, Meathead, I know you like to wait for me to go to bed before you release things, but you can't, like, give me the teaser and then leave me hanging at bedtime. He says go to bed. He told me to go to bed. So I was like, I don't know if that means you're going to release it or not. So there we go. Another mass call? Yeah, but I mean, I don't know how much it's going to, like, how much Padme is going to be of value in that team. I don't know yet. Until we see Master Kenobi and Padawan Obi-Wan, I don't know. I think she'll do fine there. I think she'll do fine. I don't think she brings a hell of a lot. You know, she brings what? An undispellable, unresistible stun? A mass assist, some additional cleansing and healing, which I don't feel they need. New timeout team? I do think it's going to be quite defensively viable, yeah. I do think that. Wow, this is running like trash. What's going on? Third. Okay, we missed out on 50 crystals. I'll survive without 50 crystals. We've gotten back up to a 12k horde. We know we should be getting a Boomadeer next week. Well, we're imagining it's going to be Boomadeer next week. Maybe it'll be a week after, but I think it's probably going to be shotgun releases right now. Just bam, bam, bam. You know, ram, bam, bam. Lots of releases. So we need to make sure we keep those crystals nice and thick and heavy. Desi, snarf, snarf. How you doing, Desi? You okay, honey? Barris is probably going to go there. It's not a bad shout. With all the healing, make the team so thick. Again, I mean, my main concern is not the survivability of the team. The survivability is already annoying, right? My concern is more around the damage output. Ah, you're so bad, Scribble. Who finishes third in fleet? I know, right? Me. This Muggins over here. Muggins. I am in a whale pod. All by myself. All by myself. Don't wanna be. Says Carl. All by myself anymore. It's good to get tomorrow. Tarples to Relic. Oh, yeah, I'll be there as well, JVP. JVP, I am right behind you, buddy. As soon as that refresh kicks in of the marquee event for Tarples, we will be taking him to Relic 5. Relic 5, the Tarples. With a bombard. No giving up. 10 hours and 46 minutes. I will be fast asleep. Look, I need 11 shards. 11 shardaroos. Clone Wars Chewie will have a home. Yeah, with Tarful, right? What's going on, Sop? Karth belongs to us all. Oh. Karth is a man of the community. It's good to get... Hoping you can red crate this next conquest. You want the Queen Bee? You will, Gorilla. I will light the way with guided videos. Singing already? Dulcet Welsh tones coming through nicely. That's the way we do. That's the way we do. It's in our blood, right? Sing along with Scribs. Absolutely. No reach around for Scribbles. He forgets to sign up for GAC. Look, I've not forgotten to sign up for GAC. Literally 6 minutes after the lock-in, after the sign-up went active, I was like, join. Join. See, look, I will show you guys. Look. It's got 45 minutes before lockout because stuff. But look, we're here. We did it. We did it, guys. It was a team effort, but mostly it was me. Lumi Omi will be meta, calling it now. Oh my god. We expect to see Sector 5 cheese on day 1. Okay, RJ, I can't promise that, mate. Maybe I can promise something in Sector 3. I'll be able to get videos for Sector 1, probably 2, maybe. We'll see how we get on. Congrats on your success, Scribe. Thank you, Sinest. My success of clicking the lock into GAC button. Yeah, what's going on, Tiger? But are my mods correct? I mean, as correct as they're going to be, Cammy, I think. As correct as they're going to be. I did a bunch of Datacron upgrading. I got like 3 more Doubtcrons or something like that. And that's kind of it, really. $5 says Cam will be needed for this year's GL. I'll take that bet, Ace. I'll take that bet. I don't think Cam will be needed. Every journey begins with the first step. Be careful. You know, if you don't watch your feet, there's no telling where you might get swept off to. What Tambor was required for JMK? He was, yeah. Which made so much sense. I ran out of Zetamat, so you can't get through Bo-Katan event. Oh, you're kidding, Boofle. You're joking, mate. You're joking. That's rough, dude. You've probably answered this a million times this week, but once more for your boy. How did you manage to miss GAC sign-up? Because I'm a silly sausage. Yeah, RJ, I will... It's worse than it sounds. It's not like, oh, Scribe just missed GAC sign-up. It was actually a case of Scribe is actively talking about wanting to make sure his mods are succeed and all this sort of business. Literally going into my roster and upgrading my mods ready for the sign-up, and then just didn't hit the sign-up button. Just didn't hit it. Just even as I was talking about it, I just like, yeah, I gotta make sure I do this, and then didn't hit the sign up button. It was a bad time. It was a bad time. Hey, what's going on, Drew? How to get a roster review? Once I start opening up the roster review, basically, I will ask people to give me their ally code and their name. I'll add you all to a list, and I'm just going to go through it in order of priority. If you donate money via my PayPal, I will have a link up there. I'll put it up in a minute now. That's such a Welsh way of saying it. Then you'll be put on the priority list. So essentially you jump up to the top of the queue. There is no obligation to pay. If you do choose to pay, it just means you're more likely to get your review done in the day. And I become incredibly grateful, and you feed money to the Jar Jar Fund down there. So I'll get the link ready. We've not opened the roster reviews just yet. You'll see there is an icon in the bottom right hand corner of the screen that says roster reviews closed. And when I do this button here, it goes open. But we're not open yet, so don't do it. See, open? Yeah, but we're not open yet, so don't. Okay? I hope that's clear. I hope that's clear. Alrighty then. So I believe if I do this, that's the one. Pop-a-boop-a-bee. I'm just going to pin this chat. Oop. That's for later on. That's for later on. Just make sure it's there pinned up in Twitch and inside of YouTube's as well. That's for everybody at home, just in case, just in case. So I'll be up at the top there. Make sure you do that, and that will actually fill up the Jar Jar fund in the bottom corner. Well, actually just down here. You see my little Jar Jar donation fund over here. This will be going towards the Boomadeer. We'll have a couple of tiers for that. So one will be the marquee pack, and then we'll see if we can raise enough money to also get a vault to help us get to 6 stars. Again, there is no obligation to pay. This is going to be a free service, but if you do kindly donate, it's greatly appreciated, and it goes towards whaling and all unhealthy habits like that. Thank you so much. Cool. I'll have to sort out another roast soon. Absolutely, Womprap. Absolutely, buddy. So can you show us you joined? I've already shown it. I've already shown it, damn it. Look. See? I've missed 1 week of GAC in 3 years. Alright? 3 years, 1 week. Okay? And this is brutal. I lost like 70 skill rating for not signing up for that week. 70! It's brutal, man. But, it, you know, all that really says is that I should go 3-0. Boop 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 boop. It's the Boomer Fund. It is. It's for the Boomadeer. It is for the Boomadeer, who I'm thinking is going to be the very next marquee for Jar Jar. It'll be Boomer or Phalanx, and I reckon it'll be the Boomadeer. No, it says you're not signed up. No, it doesn't. It says right here, you've joined the event. I have the same skill rating as 3 other MC members. Alliance, though, not the guild. Oof. Beat them all. You're a K2 scrub. 3557. You're only 80 odd away from me, dude. Panaka would have made way more sense. I mean, I understand why they did Master Qui-Gon Jinn and Padawan Obi-Wan. I guess one of the big drivers for that has got to be the fact that people are going to be more excited about Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn than they would be over Captain Panaka. How you doing, Wolfie, by the way? Whaling is the most healthy of habits. It is indeed. Kyber 2 is fun because you don't got to try. Yeah, but PK. But PK, I like GAC. And I like winning. Queen Amidala looks cool, especially being anti-imp troopers. I mean, that's kind of meh. But yeah, I agree, she does look like fun. Once you R9 all tunes, then you unlock Batman. I'm Batman. Well, I mean, Queen Amidala has already got the grapple gun that Batman uses. So we're halfway there already. It hasn't opened yet, Jeremiah. I haven't hit the... Browser reviews open! I haven't hit it yet. So... we're just chilling at the minute. I'm catching up with the chat and letting people get acquainted, you know, warming up just a little bit before we jump into it. In fact, you know what? Let me get my roster review spreadsheet open so that we can start. The roster reviews. Let's go. Alrighty. Okie dokie. So we'll go over here. Go over here so that I've got this all up here. I've got my spreadsheet open and ready. Why did that happen? Why did that happen again? All right, good business. Good business. So for everybody, I'm about to open it. Actually, let's just hit the open button. So roster reviews are now open. If you'd like a roster review, make sure you put your ally code inside of the chat. If you are on YouTube, make sure you separate your ally code digits. Every 3 digits, put an X or a dash or something like that, because oftentimes it won't actually go through. It'll look like it to you, but it will not show up on the chat, and I will miss you. So I need your ally code. Give me your username, and we'll get cracking. I'll just get people in the list. Like I said, if you want to be kind and you want to make a donation, which is not mandatory, it will put you on the priority list, guaranteeing you that you get your roster review, okay? If you are going to tip, make sure you do it through the PayPal. It's linked and pinned in the top of the chat, okay? Cool. So, let's get cracking, guys. Let's get cracking. I can see Symmetry over there. Symmetry. Symmetry. I can see... who's that? Irokoro. Irokoro. We've got RJ over here with the 541 836749. That's RJ. I'm going to try my best to get everybody here. I can see Atrox over here, 788-526-154, and that's Atrox. Lovely. You have to bear with me, guys. 838-713-713. That's cool. Ally code there, Drew to. Drew to True. Descending Madness. We've got 311-862-481. Lovely. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, guys. Diddly-doo-doo. Zed Flushed over here has got 545784631. Zed Flushed. Good business. We've got 257621746, and that's Janus. Geminus. Janus Geminus. Good name. Good name. Awesome sauce. Not sure mine went through. No clue. Janus, yours did go through. Yep, I got yours. And we got Sathi 816933. Sathi, you think I don't know my own ally code? Come on, get out of here with that trash. Cheeky. Sathi tried to give me my own ally code. I know my ally code. God damn. It'd be fun to review yourself. I mean, it wouldn't be an impartial review. That's the problem. You know what I mean? You can roast your own Tuscans and Night Sisters. No, I think my Tuscans and Night Sisters are in really good position, to be honest. What do you think about the last two characters the Queen Amidala team will be? I'm not sure yet, Cloga. I'm not sure. We've got a bunch of options. But I think until we see the Queen, the Master Qui-Gon and the Padawan Obi kits, we're not really going to know full well. What we know it's not going to be is Jedi Master Kenobi. Captain Pancake, almost definitely. I don't think we'll see more marquees. I don't think we're getting Captain Panaka anymore. I did think so originally, but not anymore. Yeah, I can't see us using Cat. Like, this, you wouldn't take Cat from JMK for one. Like, that just makes JMK useless. Make sure you keep getting your ally codes in here, ladies and gentlebeans. Keep getting those ally codes in here. How many have we got at the moment? We have got 9 in there, I think. Oh, 8 at the moment. So we've got room for 2 more, and then whatever comes through on the premiums then. PSA, change back the arrow on Galactic Legend Leia before Gag sign up. So we'll get young Anakin at some point this year. I don't think. I think my personal opinion on it is once we've got the Queen Amidala marquees, that's going to be it for the Phantom Menace. We're not going to see any more. That's my personal stance on it. I don't think we'll see anything after that. I think what's going to happen is we're going to get all the Gungan marquees. Jar Jar's going to drop. Then we're going to get the Padawan Obi and Master Qui-Gon. Then Queen Amidala will drop. The raid will drop, and we're going to move on. New content then. Zimini Bazik. Absolutely try and get you in. Let's see. We've got 977-648-146, and that's Zimni. And then someone, 471-196-449. That's someone. All right, good business. And Gregorio Jimenez. Okay, cool. I'll put that closed right now. So let's have a look. 957-716-786. Gregorio Benedict Tamago 321-596-1, and 4. Benedict Tamago. Only one separatist? That's such a waste of a potential. I mean, hey, that's just the way I'm seeing it right now. Like, they might do more separatists, maybe. I mean, I thought they were going to bring us that other Nemoidian in. That works with Newt. But hey, guess I can't see it happening right now. I don't know why. It's just a feeling that I have. It's not a very scientific approach, I know. But that is the way we are feeling. Actually, I'll just leave that like that. Number, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so the order right now, we have got 12 people down for roster reviews at the moment. We've got Symmetry, Irokuro, RJ, Aatrox. What was that?
Big Ol Caleb Berry tipped £6.90. Thanks for your help, man. Looking forward to your help with my roster. Trying to navigate all of these new characters from bundles has been a bit dizzying.
That's fair. Okay, so right, I missed the start of that, the announcement, but we'll see it now. Hold on, bear with me. I should be able to see. So that was Big Ol Caleb Berry. Caleb, if you're around, buddy, make sure you chuck across your ally code. I don't know if you threw it in earlier. No, it doesn't look like you did earlier. So Caleb is going to be number 1. Then it'll be Symmetry, and then Irokuro. Thank you so much for the $6.90. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Sadly, I haven't seen the kit reveal, so I can't make predictions. Might be the first, so I'm not dipping to check it out. Yeah, that's Jeremiah. Wait, did I say my ally code too early and missed it? Yeah, I don't have you down here, Jeremiah. Symmetry I had as the very first person. If you put it before I even clicked the open on the roster review, then I'm not going to be able to see it. How the schedule for the rest of the year seems to be busy. I don't know how they're going to find a new capital ship in GL. Maybe they're skipping this year. Oh yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. General Kalani is in game too. Yeah, there's plenty of kits that they have. I wouldn't be surprised if we got more galactic chases for separatist ships. But I can't see them getting more characters out. I don't know how they're going to fit it in around the raid. I feel like the raid is the stopgap for the end of the Phantom Menace stuff, because the Phantom Menace anniversary is on like the 18th or 19th of May, which is kind of close to lining up to where we'll be finishing up with Queen Amidala. It's about a month out. So we'll have the anniversary of the Phantom Menace. We'll finish up Queen Amidala. The raid will drop at the same time, I imagine, within a couple of weeks. And then I feel like they're just going to move on to new content, you know? I got you, Jeremiah. Okay. So, we had Caleb. Caleb did a donation there. Caleb, do you want to slide into my DMs a little quick? Or send me a message with your ally code, because you didn't put that in the notification. Looking forward to your help on my roster. Trying to navigate all these new characters from the bundle has been a bit dizzying. That's what she said. Yeah. If on YouTube, don't forget. Yep, exactly. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you separate your numbers over there. You do 3 numbers and a dash. It doesn't have to be 3 numbers. It just makes it easier for me to read, because YouTube's chat will just block it out and I won't be able to see it. So you might be messaging me saying, this is my ally code, and it's just not going to show up on my messages. Oh, is that it, Night Fox? 129698? Is that you, Caleb? 129698? 956? Six, 9, 8. 956. Caleb.
ARJ tipped £5. I want to thank you for your time by contributing to the Nabooby Fund. But don't tell my fiancé, as I'm getting married in July. P.S. My account is almost 3 years old, so still lots to work on / catch up on. Currently going for Professor then JML.
RJ, thank you so much for that, buddy. Was that Nabooby? All right, RJ, you're on the priority list as well now, buddy. Thank you so much. That is it. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll do Caleb, then we'll do RJ, and then we'll get Crappin. Crappin? No, not live on stream. We're not doing that live on stream. Get cracking. Sorry, RJ, you broke me, bro. You broke me. You had to get the triple Nabooby in there. It reminds me of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What is it? Eccentrica Galumbits, the triple-breasted whore of Eroticon 6. Indeed. Do boop boop do boop do 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 boop do. All right, cool. So, Caleb, do you want to tell me a little bit about your account, good sir, and how I can help you today? Let me know. Let me know how I can help you today, and tell me a little bit about your account. What's the position? How can I help? That's the most important thing. We'll get... I'm actually going to restart my BlueStacks because it's slow as anything right now. Apologies. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. That was awesome. Need more Nabooby. We do. Descending. We do. Makes it hard to motorboat. The Nabubi fund must be filled. I mean, we managed to get it up to £11.90 out of 30, so that would be the marquee pack. Booyah. We will keep on working, but I'll be doing roster reviews Tuesdays and Thursdays for the next 2 weeks. So hopefully we can hit that magic sort of 150-ish number. Smarmy Cave, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the tribe, baby, baby. I see Smarmy's putting his name down as well. Thank you kindly, good sir. Thank you kindly. I got you, Smarmy. I got you, Smarmy. I got you, Smarmy. All right, so let's quickly just wait for this to kick open, because we are, of course, rebooting into our galaxy of zeros right about now. We don't want rubbish streams. That's true. Yeah, we don't want to get him poopy in here, do we? We want to get it nice and clean. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up here. I will swap over to this one over here. Oh, for goodness sake, Shaky Jake. So this should be Caleb. Hoobastank. Is that you, Caleb? You Hoobastank? I hope it's you. I really hope it's you, because Hoobastank is quite the name. It's quite the name. Makes it hard to motorboat, baby. You know it. You know it. All right. Okay. Okay. Great band. Hoobastank is a band? Is it? Okay, so you've been playing for 2.5 months. Okay, you bought the hyperspeed bundle.
ARJ tipped £3.10, rounding you up to £15. My OCD hurts. But
Aww.
Did somebody say, Nabooby, Nabooby, Nabooby?
Thank you, RJ. Appreciate you. Did somebody say Nabooby, Nabooby, Nabooby? That's going to be my password from now on. Don't try and hack me. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, cool. So this is Caleb. You've been playing for 2.5 months. You bought the hyperspeed bundles and most of the lightspeed bundles. I'm not spending any more. I've already spent too much. Fair enough, Caleb. I would like help for best teams, to identify the best teams currently, what teams I should work on, and what Zetas and Omicrons you should focus on first. What good defensive teams option you have to GA as well as offensive teams. All right, good. Good. I have definitely signed up. New PSN password noted. Yep, Nabooby, Nabooby, Nabooby. All right, cool. So, 2.5 months and your 3 million GP. This kind of shows the real power of lightspeed and hyperspeed bundles. I imagine everything in your roster is basically just that, right? Because you just don't have... You haven't, like, 2 months is not a lot to do anything in, really. And look at all of these goddamn relics. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, so basically your account consists of all the hyperspeed characters at level 80. Let me mute my phone because that's going to irritate me. I apologize, guys. Sorry about that. Otherwise, that'll get very irritating. So, obviously, your most powerful teams, the ones with the most synergy, are going to be those that you got in those lightspeed bundles. So we'll start off by saying, First Order, for example. What you should be working on first and foremost is the First Order to try and unlock Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. There are things in this game called Galactic Legends, and they are the highest tier of power in the game in a single unit. The lightspeed bundles that you bought for the Resistance and for the First Order are going to feed into 2 Galactic Legends, one being Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, the other one being Galactic Legend Rey. Okay, those should be your priorities right now, is getting those unlocked. Now you'll need to be able to get the Finalizer to 5-star and the Radis to 5-star in order to round that out and start earning the tickets for them. Could it be named that because of all the round hills on planet? I mean, it could be. It could be. Don't be a slacker, get slacker. Exactly. Words to live by, PK. So first and foremost, you want to get slacker. Now, how you get that is you go into your journey guide, You go into solo journeys, all the way down to the bottom, there'll be Galactic Legends. Actually, it's not solo journeys. I think it has its own tab for Galactic Legends. Anyway, go to the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren one, click on that, see what you need for requirements. Get everything for that, and it will enable you to start farming what's known as Dark Side Galactic Legend tickets, okay? So every time you farm energy on a Dark Side node, you will earn a ticket, or you have an opportunity to earn a ticket. You need to use those tickets in the unlock event for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I have a full guide on how to do that on my YouTube channel, so check it out. It's this channel that you're watching right now, unless you're on Twitch, but you're on YouTube, so you know what channel I'm on. So I've got a guide on how to do each of the tiers there to help you unlock it, all right? That should be your number one goal. Get Slacker. All right, you have basically everything. Go ahead and do that. In the meantime, your first order here actually gives you 2 teams that you can use that are relatively good, okay? So you've got a crew lead team or Hux. You can use either or over here. And typically you want to be using crew and Hux and Sith Trooper. You want to use maybe Kylo Ren. And who else? I mean, you could throw in someone like Fox, and the other leader is going to be Phasma with your pilots. You could throw in First Order Stormtrooper and First Order Officer. It's kind of a little bit flexible like that. First, the Phasma does have what's known as an Omicron. I don't know how well versed you are in stuff like Zetas and Omicrons because you've not been in the game for very long. But essentially, they're high-level abilities that operate only in certain game modes. So Phasma has one for Territory War, and First Order TIE Fighter Pilot has one for GAC. Am I going too quick here, Caleb? Let me know. There's a lot of information to go over. Hoobastank, Crawling in the Dark. Is that actually... It's actually a band, is it? Also farm the Echelon ship. We haven't even touched on the ships yet, but absolutely you will want the Echelon ship because that's what enables the Finalizer fleet to do any good work.
Axeltage tipped £3.33 for the Naboobies. If I can't have the gang straight away, then it will certainly help you more.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Chances are good that I have heard it. Thank you so much for the donation there for the Gungans. Okay, so yeah, First Order TIE Fighter Pilot, First Order TIE Pilot has also got an Omicron that's usable in GAC. It's quite good on offense, can beat a lot of things, but I imagine in your early days of Grand Arena, it'll probably get you some defensive holds as well. I know a decent amount watching from Arnold and yourself. I know about Zetas and Omicrons. Just wanted to know which ones you should focus on currently. Yep, perfectly viable. As far as Omicrons go, your very first one should probably be over on the Resistance. But it's not going to be a character that you have farmed already. You're going to need to get Jedi Training Ray, but Zori Bliss. Out of all of the GAC Omicron teams, if GAC is the game mode that you want to focus on, it's the one I would recommend because it's the one that has the best payout out of GAC and TW. Zori is the one that will have the most effective Omicron. The only issue is you're also going to have to Zeta the lead on Finn. Okay? So Finn... That's not his leadership. This is his leadership. You'll want the Zeta on Finn's leadership, and then you want a Zeta and Omicron on Zori Bliss. She goes with Finn lead, the Bag Bros, which is Resistance Hero Resistance Hero Pro, and Resistance Hero Flynn. These two, okay? So Finn, Zori, Bag Bros, these two, and then you either throw in Rose Tico, who's the better choice, or Poe Goddameron, okay? So you want Zeta on Finn's lead, you want Zeta, Omi, Zori Bliss, these two, and either Rose or Poe, okay? Rose does also have an Omicron, and it does make the team better, but that would be, like, in my opinion, probably your best starting Omicron to start working on. You are thinking First Order right now? I mean, there's nothing wrong with the First Order TIE Pilot. If you want to go in straight away with a team, if you have the mats to just immediately go and drop it, then do it. It's decent. It's not as good as Zori, but you're ready now, I guess. I don't know how many mats you have available to you. You're still early enough to save yourself. Farm mods now. Yeah, make sure you're farming mods every single day. Rose Omi doesn't help with countering Ray, but yeah. Shut up, MJ. Is Resistance Poe better than OG Poe? In Finn's lead, there was something about tanks. Yes, Resistance Poe is the better kit than OG Poe in my personal opinion. I've had people not run Res Hero Poe and run OG Poe Dameron with Rose Tico. I personally don't think it's worth it. Personally. All they do is they bounce taunts between each other, which can be annoying, but Resistance Hero Poe offers a lot more. He passes additional inspiration, which makes it easier for you to counterattack more, which is more damage output. He has a stun, a dispel. He also has vulnerable, which means you guarantee critical hits. Poe's a better kit, in my opinion. As in Bagbro Poe. Hey, thanks Unstoppable. Appreciate the resub. So yeah. As for your resistance, once you get JTR, like this is the thing, like the Finalizer pack and the Slacker pack gives you 2 ready-made teams. It's not quite the same with the resistance pack, okay? Because your only other real good team will be when you get JTR, R2 and BB-8, because then you can run a JTR lead with BB-8 and R2-D2, and then you can probably throw in some leftovers, or you can get some extra droids in or whatever. So just making sure I'm not missing chat. Much love, much love. How about 4 Resistance Bros with Zori? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's like having Finn, Bag Bros, Poe, and Zori. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I personally think that Naomi Rose Tiku is the better choice, and I don't even have that. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's quite a common team. Quite a common team. Is the reason you don't want Rose Army versus Ray because it's harder to stop the TM train? You can't stop the TM train. It has no brakes. Okay, so we've already discussed First Order and we've discussed Resistance. I think that your priority should definitely be work towards getting Slacker, finishing out the Finalizer fleet at the same time if you can. That gives you some options for offensive viability in fleet, which is very useful to you as you're going to be climbing up Fleet Arena, helps in GAC as well. You've got an idea of where you can spend your mats on the Resistance team. Make sure you farm out Zori. You should be great in the long run. Now, we do have some bounty hunters as well. This is the great thing about some of these packs, is it gives you a really good head start for bounty hunters, okay? So, Bosk leadership is very, very good. You will want a Zeta on it. You can throw Bosk with Boba, Grief Karga, Mando, and Cad Bane. You can do this as a complete team. It's not an ideal team, but it is a team that will work very well for you in the early game. You know, like, essentially you work towards getting contract in a bounty hunter team. Every bounty hunter has got a different contract that they need to fulfill. Bosk's one is just a good leadership with a decently easy contract, and you pair it up with Grief and Mando, so it insta-kill, you get an insta-kill out of OG Mando, essentially. And that is a very, very useful offensive team to have. You can put it on defense, but most people know how to deal with it. In an ideal world, you wouldn't really necessarily be running like Boba Fett and Cad Bane. You could swap them out for slightly better bounty hunters in the long run. But for now, those two will absolutely do, and I don't recommend necessarily pushing any further. What was the JTR team with R2-D2 and BB-8? So JTR, R2-D2, BB-8, and then typically you can just throw in an extra 2 droids if that's what you need, or just any leftover resistance. Now, if you're not running a Zori team, you can absolutely just throw in the Bag Bros, and it will be a pretty damn strong team, but Zori is much better to have. So throwing in JTR with extra droids means you get more turn meter. What those droids happen to be is really up to you. Depends on the status of your roster. You can throw in stuff like IG-88 if you want to. You can throw in stuff like C-3PO if you don't have a CLS team built up, but you happen to have C-3PO. There are options available. You re-download the app, saw that Bane will never be unlocked without a Visa card and uninstalled again. I mean, that's not strictly true, but I get you. I feel you, buddy. It's rough looking at Lightspeed bundle bloat. Need to secure the ship crystals ASAP, and ideally assault battles. Can't do anything useful with the Lightspeed bundles while setting up an early account for income. Yeah, it's a perfectly valid point. The most important thing to do is to secure that crystal income so you can feed your roster long term. Fleet is the way to do it. Hey Revan, how you doing, buddy? Kital. How you doing? I'm good, mate. I'm good. You're listening about transactional analysis. That sounds thrilling, my friend. So yeah, your bounty hunter team is already in a pretty decent position. What else have we got rocking over here? I wouldn't necessarily worry about messing around with Old Republic. You're not going to have the team for it, and even if you did, they're just not that great. You could use T3 with JTR though. Seeing as though he is a light side droid. What else have we got rocking over here? You do have a scoundrel team as well. So scoundrels over here. Your Beskar Armor Mando, once you've got him geared up, you can throw him with the likes of IG-11 and Queel, and even L3 and Cara Dune. That makes a pretty decent team overall. It's got like these. They're not going to be in great position because you're not going to have the mods, you're not going to have the Zetas and all that sort of business, but it's better to have at least a little bit of synergy in your team rather than nothing. So I'm trying to give you some ideas here. You've been getting consistent top 3 fleets in Arena ever since most days top 1. Good. So Caleb, your priority focus should be maintaining that fleet position, okay? Because fleet travels incredibly quickly when it comes to not new metas, but the pace at which people try to push for fleet. So you've obviously only been playing for 2.5 months, so your fleet shard is going to be pretty new, but people are immediately going to start pushing things like Executor, like Profundity and stuff like that, which is going to be much harder for you to maintain at the top, depending how competitive your fleet shard is, but it's also the easiest source of crystals. So once you've unlocked your Slacker and your Ray, you should really be switching focus to getting something like Executor. I always recommend Executor, but you can also do Profundity. It was really nice radio audition. Yeah, okay. But I'm happy to hear that you're already at the top of fleet, because that's going to be giving you constant source of crystal income. All right, cool. Hey, Reigns, thank you so much for the resub there, brother. Let us continue. Let us continue. All right, let's keep having a look here, see what else we have to work with. I mean, you've got some Phoenix. So the Phoenix faction is pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of... It does exactly what it says on the tin, sort of jobby. Now, you don't have Captain Rex at the moment because he doesn't come in those packs, but just a Hera lead, and I would throw in Kanan, Ezra, Chopper, maybe Sabine. So Hera, Ezra, Kanan, Chopper, and then you choose between Zeb and Sabine. Sabine is more DPS, Zeb is more survivability. It'll do some stuff. It's not an amazing team, but as far as synergies are concerned, you've got a full relic team there that's going to do stuff. Once you get a character called Captain Rex, he elevates the capabilities of this team quite massively. What? Alright, sorry about that. You've been getting it since top 3. It was really nice. I'm out. Well, for the Separatist, shipped first in Fleet Arena for about 8 weeks when it started. Yeah, that's not too bad. Like, the Separatists are a pretty good starting fleet, truth be told. Pretty good starting fleet. Actually, let's go just check out your Rebels real quick as well. I wouldn't necessarily... I mean, you've got CLS, so you've got these startings. Hey, Shazrog, thank you so much for the sub with Prime. Appreciate you, my man. CLS over here is a really decent team. Obviously, I wouldn't necessarily recommend you go ahead and finish gearing it right now. Very good, but you have got to try and maintain your focus. This game is all about focus, okay? So the quicker that you reach and finish a goal, for example, unlocking Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and taking him up to like Relic 7, 8, preferably, and getting all the Zetas on there and stuff like that, that's when you start gearing up other things. So I don't want to say, hey look, you've got CLS and you've got Chewbacca and you've got Han Solo. That's the startings of a decent CLS team. Better gear that up. I don't do stuff like this, okay? Because all you're going to do is have a bunch of halfway finished teams. Nothing that really works. You know, you need to go all in, finish a team before you start splitting your resources. So it's nice to see that you got CLS and Chewie and Han Solo, but honestly, I would not try to invest further in them just yet. Foot off the accelerator a little bit and make sure that you prioritize your gearing appropriately, right? Utulo, what's going on? All right, let's keep on going down through the roster, see if we've got any other nice toys to play with. Okay, looks like we're coming to the end of the Lightspeed bundles. You've got stuff like you've got a Palpatine, you've got Thrawn over here. Yeah, they can work, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend doing it. So my advice to you is this. Number one, you finish off going for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Whilst you're doing that, I would also recommend you farm up the TIE Echelon, which is a good ship that goes in that fleet. That will help you maintain some level of fleet viability. After you're finished with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, I recommend you get Rey and Zori Bliss at the same time. Okay, so get those 2 Galactic Legends done, Slacker first, then Rey. Okay, after you're done with both of them, go ahead and start working on the Executor requirements. Okay, that would be my advice. That's the first big GL capital ship that you want to be getting. The first powerful capital ship. Okay, that will help you maintain fleet viability. So again, go to the journey guide, look for the Executor, go into it, begin journey, make sure you note all the characters that are required for it, their necessary relic levels, all that sort of business, all the ships that you need for it, and focus exclusively on those. Do nothing else, just those, okay? Until you finished it, and that will help you stay at the top of the fleet arena. Some teams which aren't fully fleshed out, yeah, for real, it happens. It happens. What's a good cheap counter to Omi Geos in TW? I can't even remember. I don't even know what I use. I mean, cheap is often difficult because that Poggle Omi is a pain. It also depends on the relic level investment, datacrons and all that business. So, oh, my days. So, Caleb, is there anything else that I can help you with as far as guidance is concerned? It's nice, but I mean, your entire roster is basically Lightspeed bundles, my friend. It's like, yeah, it's a good start. It gives you such a good leg up because you get so many good teams right at the rip. But yeah, you need to maintain the focus. Make sure you're only spending resources, your gear, your Zetas, your ability mats, your credits, only on your current farm. You farm one thing at a time and then move on, okay? Before the Lightspeed bundles came out, I was focusing on CLS and Imperial Troopers, okay? It looks like you were focusing on Iden Troopers, which is fine, but I don't recommend it. I'd recommend you just park it, forget it. Come back to it later, okay? Because every single bit of gear that you put on these characters is gear that could go towards something else, such as unlocking your capital ship, unlocking Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Galactic Legends, that sort of business. You don't want to delay it. Don't delay it by any means. I know it might feel like, oh, it's just one gear level, or it's just one Zeta, or it's just this, it's just that. You'll end up extending your proper farms by weeks in the long term. It's not worth it just for an Iden team, for example. Nothing wrong with Iden, nothing wrong with CLS. They're very good teams, but they're not what you should be focusing on right now if you want to be sort of competitive, you know? Got the Lightspeed bundles because now good deals they were? Yeah, got Kylo Ren to Relic 6, focusing on that now for sure. Absolutely, Caleb. Absolutely, buddy. Yeah, I mean, it puts your roster in a really good position. You know, I don't know if you did the... I don't think I saw... Yeah, so there was no Starkiller Lightspeed bundle. That's fine. Can Askey take Malgus in Territory Wars? I never have Starkiller on offense in TW. He's always a defensive team for me, so I've never tried. Never tried. I wouldn't like it. Iden team got stolen by DTMG. Well, I mean, it gets iffy, right? In 3s it's okay. In 3s it's not too bad, but they're always fighting over Scout. Alright. Yeah, that's the Starkiller bundle. Was too much for any 4 characters. Yeah, completely fair. Completely fair. Thank you, Caleb. I hope we were of some use to you. Not sure if it's like you want it, but the roster reviews are open right now. Yeah, I'm just leaving it open, buddy. I'm just going to leave it open. We're just going to keep on going for a couple of hours. See how many rosters we get through. So RJ, are you available, buddy? You're next up in line. Next up in line. 541-836-749. No worries, Caleb. All the best. Make sure you check in with us again soon. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a drink. Yeah, sorry, PK. I would jump into TW, but I'm still unclear if I'm even allowed to jump into TW, and we are doing roster reviews as well. Okay, cool. So I believe you sent some messages in your chat over here. Let me just see what you've actually said in your message, because it was a while back. Just going to reboot that Stream Elements. Okie dokie. RJ, I want to thank you for your time by contributing to the Nabubi Fund. Account is almost 3 years old. Oh my gosh, it's cut it off. It's cut it off, so I can't see the rest of the message. I'm sorry, buddy. It cut off the rest of your message, and I can't seem to find a way to expand it. Alright, RJ, how can I help you, buddy? Let me know in the chat, dude. Let me know in the chat. I wanted to ask you, as a native English speaker, how your English sounds. Is that acceptable? Yeah, your English was good, mate. You got Starkiller the long and hard way? Yeah, you did. Long and hard. Hoarding up for Bane currently to get ready to unlock him for next conquest, and going for Profundity and JML. Both. Both of them. I'm hoping you're going to focus one at a time. 9.3 million GP. Okay, cool. So you got plenty of GP to play around with. Hovering, what is that, around the middle of Kyber 2? I think that's about the middle of Kyber 2. So you're doing pretty good. Okay, so hoarding up for Bane. Hoarding your gear up for Bane, then you're doing Profundity, JML. So, taking a look at your GLs. You've got Jabba the Hutt, which I like to see. You've got C, you've got Jedi Master Kenobi, Rey, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So, you know, you're missing the likes of Lord Vader. You're missing the likes of, what's her face? JML, but you're about to get. So, that's totally acceptable. And Leia. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I think Bane obviously should be your priority. If you're going to get him as soon as the next one goes live, maybe at the end. I don't know how close you were to unlocking Bane. Absolutely 100%. Save all your resources to be able to, you know, chuck Zetas and 1, maybe 2 Omnis on Bane. I'd recommend you obviously get the rule of 2 Omicron, and then maybe the one that increases the cooldowns by 2. He seems to operate perfectly acceptable without those two, without, you know, the second one. But if you want to have extra viability, more guaranteed counters to JMK, absolutely throw that additional one on there. And you're not going to run him with C, because you don't need to. Hey, what's going on, Max? How you doing, buddy? Okay, so before we get going, I'm going to go ahead and check out what the position of your fleet looks like right now. This is good to see. You've got the Chimera sorted, you've got the Finalizer sorted, Malev and Negotiator are already there, Executor and Leviathan. Your fleet game is looking sexy. I like to see it. You've got an R9 Piet, so you made the smart choice of going for like R9 Piet instead of R9 Gar Saxon, like your boy Scribble. So at least, you know, your choices are on point. You got the Omnis and the Zetas ready. Probably going to take him to R7 unless you think otherwise. I think R7 should be perfectly acceptable unless you want to start getting some more sketchy counters out there. R8 obviously just gives you a little bit more survivability, a little bit more damage. It's where I'd like to take people to if I'm going to get a lot of use out of them, but I'm pretty certain he should operate perfectly fine at R7. Just make sure you give him some good mods. Give him some good mods. I've personally gone for a lot of health and some offense on the side. A lot of offense and health. I'm surprised they haven't said anything about nerfing Bane. Well, they have. They have said something about them nerfing Bane. Were you expecting more from other than, hey, we're changing the description to fit how he works in game. So yeah, your fleet game is looking on point. Let's actually check out your empire. I want to make sure that you've got Inquisitors sorted. You've got the Scythe and all that business. Yeah, we're looking pretty. We're looking pretty. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like your fleet. So it's good that you're going for profundity to finish off. Gives you that maximum amount of viability when it comes to offensive and defensive capabilities of your fleet. Makes a real difference in GAC. Oh, hold up. I just realized I haven't clicked that button to make sure we're always going down. We must always be going down. Very good. Very good. Okay. So, do you want to know my opinions around where you should develop after you've done profundity in JML? I mean, this one is the very easy one, right? Not really a nerf, to be honest. I mean, it's like an irrelevant nerf, I guess, for the most part. In 95% of all cases, nobody's going to notice. That's what she said. I know, right, Lessa? Gosh, you meatbags. Zalbar is holding my mods for Bane, which you're working on. They're a bit slower than I'd like, but aiming for better secondaries. Okay, that's fair. Who is Scribe going down on? At the moment, RJ. I'm going down on RJ's roster right now. Am I missing something? That's a misunderstanding his kit description. He will still solo or dual GLs? Absolutely. That's just a misunderstanding about his kit description. He will still... Yeah, absolutely. His functionality in the game is not any different than it has been since he came to the game. He had a line of sentence, a line of text within his Rule of Two army that says these effects will persist after Bane has died. What they didn't realize was they meant that to be only for the Omicron part of the text, which is completely irrelevant because if he's dead, it doesn't matter if those effects persist because it's all about buffing his stats. People read it and thought it meant to the whole unique, so that it would mean C, for example, still has that immunity to heal immunity and ability block and daze and all that nonsense, right? So that capability is what we thought it was, but it was our misinterpretation of the kit and CG's sloppiness, I guess, in how they described the ability, right? So they're just removing that last line. Effectively, Bane is still the best conquest unit and one of the best characters in the game, and that particular Omicron is probably the best single GAC Omicron in the entire game. So, who cares? Is the point I want to make. Yeah. Imagine every conquest character solos GLs. Sets a bad precedent, but they don't. They don't. In fact, there isn't a single conquest unit that solos GLs. There's Bane that basically solos a GL, but he does need another unit. And he's the only one that's been able to. So, it's like, you know, when you look at the relative power level of conquest units as they've come out, they've never been consistent. You know, there's been like, you know, we had Cat come out, who is phenomenal. And then we had Razorcrest, who's just kind of like, yeah, that's all right. And we had Dad Bod Boba, who was like, yeah, that's all right. And Trench, who was like, yeah, that's all right. And then we had Ben, and Ben was like, yeah, he's okay, he's all right. And we had Maul's like, hey, Maul's really good. And, you know, it's like, the power levels are all over the place. Let's be honest. So, yeah. A reasonable interpretation if the Omi is all about Bane, but silly me for thinking things through. I think they definitely overpowered Bane. I think they've over-engineered him. I don't think that he should be working this well outside of with C. But hey, it's in the game now. That's how it's rocking. Anyway, so yeah. RJ, not sure where to prioritize after JML and Profundity. I do want to... Do I chase the last two GLs or go back to build-ups on the other teams? Great question, RJ. I have a very particular opinion on this. I like top-heavy rosters. I like them top-heavy, alright? So what I would say is, from a perspective of somebody that likes to be efficient in building a roster, you should always try to invest in, like, one character that highly elevates a team. Zori Bliss is obviously the easy answer here. just because it's a really good lifter unit for the resistance. Now you are going to have that Zeta there, and you are going to want to Zeta and Omicron Zori Bliss and take her up to Relic 3. But it's one character that gets you a very, very valuable defensive GAC team. So I would say once you have finished with Profundity, finish with JML, just get Zori done. She can be your stopgap before you start working on something new. Boom, Zori, do it. Job done. Job's a good one. The good thing about your roster, the real good thing about your roster, is that the Galactic Legends that you have are all very good, obviously, but you've got Jabba the Hutt, who brings the most value to your account, as far as I'm concerned, as far as like overall return on investment, right? Because it's constantly giving you those mod calibration materials, those micro attenuators, right? As well as being just phenomenal in every game mode, because he's great in GAC and great in Territory Wars and great in TB and great looking. I mean, look, he's got leathery skin of an oversized frog. What's not to like about that? I have been using Cruise Lead Zeta with Hux, Kylo Ren, OG Kylo Ren, Stormtrooper and First Order TIE Pilot. I thought TIE Pilot Basic synergized really well with Stormtrooper. Is it wrong? Should I use different? Yeah, I would rather see you use Sith Trooper. Oh, sorry, is ST Sith Trooper or Stormtrooper? That's also what I was thinking about First Order TIE Fighter Pilot. If you use the First Order TIE Pilot Omi, you use him under a Phasma lead. Jabba ain't great in the raid. Not this one, no. Not this one, no. I'm tired of today. I'll be going for tonight. Hey, good night, buddy. I'll see you soon. Sith Trooper. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Sith Trooper's the better choice there. Personally, I wouldn't use TIE Fighter Pilot there. I would use him in a Phasma lead. That's just because reasons. Your theory is that CG is happy to let Bane be a great conquest character as the engagement plus crystal sync to the game mode was declining. I'm not sure if it was. I don't have the metrics for that. As far as I'm concerned, they don't need to incentivize conquest because the top end players put enough crystals into conquest to make it pay for itself. Anyway, so sorry RJ, I am focusing 100% on your roster here. After you're done Zori, I would recommend you keep pushing for GLs. You'll be done with ships. So you can draw a line under ships and you'll be like, yeah, nailed it, bro. So your only real options are Leia, Lord Vader, and that's it, right? Because you're about to finish JML. Leia or Lord Vader. So Lord Vader is a long and punishing grind. Leia is much more accessible, but you're probably not going to finish her. Yeah, you're probably not going to finish her. Let's be honest, mate. You're not going to finish her before the new raid comes in. So it really comes down to a case of preference. I would say that it's really tough, dude. It's really tough. I don't know if you've got any investment already in any of the Lord Vader Rex. Not in the bounty, not in the Bad Batch. Let's have a look at Captain Rex. Not in Captain Rex or like Nisa maybe. No, okay. So you're not close to either of them. I would still recommend going for one of them, and at this point I don't think it makes a massive difference either way. The Leia event on Endor, is it? Endor Escalation? Whatever it is, it's trash, it's garbage, it'll make you cry, but Lord Vader doesn't have anything extra that gives. Okay, now Lord Vader does have some benefit as far as teams that you invest in. Bad Batch are a very useful team. We might be getting some additional Bad Batch content in about a year probably for Season 3 of Bad Batch. That could pay off eventually, but realistically you could probably go either way. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing something like going to a hold-in pattern waiting for a new GL, unless by the time you finish JML and Profundity something new on the horizon comes up that looks incredibly juicy. It's all good, Caleb, don't worry. You're about to face a 7 million GP Madman in GAC with 1 GL and kind of gears up everything he touches. Nice. Total roster bloat. Love it. Who should you use instead? Executioner. Fox is a good shout. First Order Executioner. Deals a lot of damage. You could even use First Order Stormtrooper if you want extra tankiness, but you shouldn't need it. I'd probably say Fox. Fox or First Order Officer. You'll be able to pass turns back and forth between Hux and First Order Officer. I like Lord Vader for getting Bad Batch and their usable team, especially for Qui-Gon Jinn, Army, and Gak. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, Bad Batch are a great team. And you don't even need to gear up Omega if you don't have to. Although we are, apparently. See the sub goal up above? That's going to be fun. I think we've actually broke 100 subs now. So I mean, you basically answer the question yourself, right? So finish off JML, finish off Profundity, get Zori. Get Zori, push for Lord Vader. Personally, as soon as you finished, I would go for whatever your last GL is. I don't think we're going to see another GL until the end of this year. That's my personal trajectory timing now, just because we'll have this new raid in sort of June, July, August period, which gives them a couple of months to bring out new marquees for us to get a new GL by the end of the year. There or thereabouts. So you've got time to finish off, and you'll be in a much better position. Well, I don't want to say that. That's a bit of an arbitrary statement there, but you should try and finish off all your GLs, basically, before you start touching up on cleanup teams, in my opinion. $2.5 million as a free-to-play. You'll be fine, Jeremiah. Just win. Just win, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I would go Lord Vader into Leia, but in between then, just get that Zori done. She's just a one and done. She's just a one and done. Take a look at your unaligned force users. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry, I really loved the Malicos team, and your lack of Malicos disturbs me. Where's your Malicos, bro? Tell me you've got all the shards from you, just not unlocked him. $8 million GP with no GLs. That's a Christmas miracle. So, Profundity, JML, Zori, Lord Vader, Leia. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. And then you're in a really strong position after that. You'd probably be pushing 10 mil GP at that point, and you'll have every GL, every capital ship, ready to come take on whatever the world throws at you. Be that Gungans for the new raid, Queen Amidala with Master Kenobi and, Padawan Obi, whatever happens to come your way. Yeah, but where your 250 shards of Malicos? For shame, RJ. Someone with 9 million GP, you've misbehaved and you've not been following Papa Scribble's conquest guides, have you? Red box, good sir. Red box. I know it sucks sometimes, but you gotta do it. Alright. You have Malicos, but no Cal team as guilds making us do Inquisitors. I mean, Reaver is good too. Reaver is good too. Let's go into the old C3PO bot. I'm going to do a little mod score for you, my friend. I want to see how you're looking over there on the old mod scores. Request queued. Oh no, that's the that was the wrong ally. The wrong ally code. It's the wrong trousers, Gromit. They've gone wrong. Get that up. Anything else that I can help you out with, RJ, before we move on? You always seem to be short a few feet on getting red box. No excuses, RJ. You've got nearly 10 million GP. 9.5 million GP. You can red box. You just don't want it enough. You're in Carbonite 3. How in the hell do I beat a 7-1? You don't, Caleb. Unless he doesn't show up, you just don't. That is the beauty of the matchmaking system, unfortunately. Like, sometimes you're just going to face that guy who has just got stupid amounts more million GP than you with a bunch of GLs because he doesn't care about GAC. Or they're just really, really bad. Maybe he just won't attack and you just clear one team and have fun. But unfortunately, you're going to see that a lot. You're going to see that a lot as you try to climb. It is dumb. It is dumb, Caleb. I agree. Your mods could be better, but Jabber is certainly helping with Smuggler's Run 2. Absolutely. Yeah, the mod, it's not terrible. Just under 4. Obviously, I'd like to see higher. But you know what you're doing. You've got some plus 25s rocking over here. Just need to build it out over time. You're on a good path, mate. You've got a good solid roster. You should be proud. You should be very proud. try and get the red box this time. Thanks, Papa Scribble. No worries, RJ. I will be putting out guides, so keep an eye out for them. Yep. It's just how it is, unfortunately, Caleb. It's just how it is. Sometimes you'll get winnable matches. Sometimes it'll just be stupid. And that's going to last all the way through. Once you get like a focused roster, more GP, GLs, good mods, good datacrons and all that sort of stuff, you can start punching up and start beating down on people who've got, 2-3 million more GP than you. It can be done. But in the early days, when all you've really got to your account is the Lightspeed bundles and Hyperdrive bundle, like it's going to be real hard for you to make any real progress against that sort of opponent. So I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Alrighty. I'm going to quickly check TW before we move on. The wait and see strat is the best for those matchups. Sometimes they just forget. Sometimes, yeah, you can just wait until the last 5 minutes of the round if they've not attacked, and then just go in there and try and, snipe a victory. Who do they have over here? I'm curious. DTMG teams. DTMG. And in the south? Descending Madness. That is the Omega bot. I want to say. Omega bot, yeah. So I've got that in my Discord. It's in quite a few people's Discords. Yeah, it's just a Discord bot that you run a couple of commands and they do comparisons of mod sets. There's loads of stuff that you can do, loads of stuff. But yeah, this is just Omega bot, one of the many reports it can generate from your account. It's useful. It's good stuff. Feel free to use it in my Discord. Feel absolutely free to use it in my Discord. And then they've got a Gas Rex team. I mean, that would be fun, but we'll have to do that later. Okay, cool. Let's see who is next on our roster review list. It is going to be a Symmetry. Symmetry, are you around, buddy? Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, currently we have got 13 people in the queue. It is currently going to be Symmetry, Irokoro, Aatrox, Drew to True, D Madness, Flushed, Janus Geminis, Zomi, Someone, Gregorio Jimenez, Benedict Tamago, Jeremiah, and then Smarmy Cave. Smarmy Cave. Okay, but next up is Symmetry. Symmetry, are you around, buddy? Alright, Symmetry, tell me about your account. How can I help you today, buddy? Your guild is 141 to 14 in TW. Nice. Not sure what my guild is. Let's have a look. I don't think we're quite that good, but we are pretty good. Symmetry. Just jumping into hot utils. I'm kind of curious to see what our record is at the moment. We are 130 to 22 for our TW record. Not too bad. How do you activate it? I know my mods are garbage with the side of it. Oh, I use /mod score, and then you put in the ally code that you're looking to do a mod score on. Wouldn't it be nice if everyone who used your guide donated £1? It would be lovely, Jar Jar, but instead I get views on YouTube, and eventually that will pay off. I mean, in the long run. In the very long run. I'll need, a couple of thousand views to make that sort of money, a couple of pounds. The joy of YouTube. Yeah, damn. Okay, so this is Symmetry's account. Old ass account from 2018. You're calling my account old? Played on and off, but now back for real. Going for Executor and Troopers at the moment, then planning on finish off Treyer and Co. After that, I'm not sure. I've been thinking about going after Starkiller and then Slacker maybe. The reason for Starkiller first being some Finalizer X. Alternatively, go for Revens and Malak, finishing off CLS and Starkiller, go a different route. Input greatly appreciated. Okay. He's talking about my Conquest guides, I think. That was a tad long? Nah, it's not too bad. My first concern about this is like almost none of this is GLs. You only have one GL at the moment. Why are you choosing to do all the B tier teams instead of going for GLs? Would boost the Gungan fund. It would indeed, Jar Jar Binks. It would raise us up to higher tiers of Gungan glory. But hey, But hey, I will endeavor to do my best to roster review my way to Gungan glory. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I don't think you can go through 30-ish accounts in 3-ish hours. No chance. Because my GAC matchups really need me to have more GLs rather than more B tier teams. Oh, sorry. Because my GAC matchups really need me to have more GLs. Don't make me. You're in Chromium 1. Get out of Chromium 1. When you are you going 3-0 every round? Probably if you've been away for a while. I can't even check your GAC results because you're not even on Swigger.gg. God damn. Xylox crew. Symmetry. Oh, you are on Swigger.gg. Hold up. Hold up. So, 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 0-3. So you're not winning 3-0s and 3-0s and 3-0s. You know what would help here? You know what would help? I'm not seeing a single 3-0 here. You know what would really help here? Oh, hey, we finally found one. We found one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 weeks ago? Is that? That's the same one. Yeah. GLs are better than everything. That's your learning for today, Symmetry, okay? That's your learning for today. In all reality, there's nothing wrong with going after B tier teams. It's just not as ideal as going after GLs. You have to get the GLs eventually anyway. The longer you leave it out, the higher you're going to climb in GAC over time, and then you're going to get stonewalled because there'll be a guy that's got 8 GLs to your 2. And you'll be like, oh, well, I've got all these B tier teams, and it's not going to matter. Yeah. Because man, oh, sorry. But absolutely more GLs for sure. Yeah. Something not going right with yours. Oh. 2-1 last round. But if you need more teams, wouldn't it be best to have GLs? Yeah. I should have said my account seconds later. Years. Same guild as me. Has it really lost one prep? He's exposing you. You know the rules, no slacking. No sex is better than GLs. Hang on, wait a minute, what? Cats are better than GLs. I mean, Commander Ahsoka Tano is pretty good. We need like 80 more G tier teams. we need all the G tier teams. Okay, fine. This is fine. Let me go back up and grab your grab your essay. Grab your essay. Sorry guys. I'll get this so I can reference it later. I need to be able to reference it. That is true. Let's get this over here. Symmetry. Okay, look. I'm not going to judge you for wanting to do something a little bit different and get all the B tier teams. Okay, so old ass account, put on off, going back. So you want to get Executor. This is something I can get behind. Executor, 100% I can get behind. Your fleets need work. Executor would give you massive, massive value. Probably more value than anything else that you could get in the game right now. So pushing for Executor gets my absolute 100% thumbs up, seal of Scribble approval. That's what this is. It's a seal of Scribble approval. Okay, get your Executor. Now, in an ideal world, you should be able to take that up to 7 stars, not necessarily in 1 month. Build it up over time. If that can get you to the top of the fleet arena, that would be ideal. But you said it's a 2018 account, which means it's probably still going to be active, and everybody else in your fleet shard is going to be probably maxed out on all the capital ships right now, I imagine. What's your fleet shard look like right now at the moment? Filled to the brim with Leviathans? Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right, because 2018 is when I started playing. I started in June 2018. And mine is a dead fleet shard, but everybody who does play has got everything. 2 cats and a dog and a seal? Impressive. I mean, yep, exactly. We do all of the pets in this household. There's a comment there for a reason. That's not how I read it. That's not how I read it. Executor can beat Leviathan. I climb into first place daily with the Executor. I haven't tried. I remember when it first came out, there was a slim chance of it winning. Like the tenacity up at the start is very, very helpful. But when people started having 7 stars and it got buffed and stuff, I stopped even trying. So, apparently triple attacker beats Levy. Oh, good to know. High relic IG. Okay. Yeah, so if you have a high relic IG, then crack on. Hey, what's going on, Rami? Thank you, FN. Appreciate you. Thank you, buddy. Yes, if you are watching on YouTube, please do make sure to like the stream for your boy Scribble. That would be very, very much appreciated. Mort uses an R9 IG as his main levy counter. That is crazy talk. That's crazy. I just use mirror matches. Requires a bit of investment, no doubt. Happened to already have the fleet nearly maxed out when you got it, when it was meta. Oh, good stuff, Janice. Your 5-star exec can beat 7-star Leviathan in Fleet Arena. Boba, Xanadu Blood, and Razor Crest start. Boba start? Really? That's mad, Reigns. What a weird start. Fair enough. Were you really expecting me saying something other than R9? Well, indeed. So close to Kai 1 for the first time. Congratulations, Rami. Okay, cool. So, absolutely, push for Executor, and you could even potentially push for something like Profundity immediately after it. I personally don't think that going for stuff like Starkiller and that sort of business is the best thing for your account. I would much rather see you pushing for another GL, preferably something like Jabba the Hutt, just because the sooner you get Jabba, the better off your account is going to be. It should be a pretty early game priority, even if the requirements do kind of blow to get through. See your Razor Crest over there. At least that's already ready. Xanadu Blood needs a little bit of that loving, and that's okay. Let me go back to your message and see what else you said in there. Executor and Troopers. So you're using the opportunity when you're building up your Executor, because I know that needs to go to R8, for example. You're like, I also want to do Troopers. Now, I'm not going to be mad at you, okay? The Troopers are an incredibly fun team. They've dropped off a little bit in viability in recent months, but they are still a heck of a lot of fun. And you need to have fun in this game, as well as, you know, just looking at it from a perspective of, I must be the most efficient, most strict person in the world and just get this done. So if you want to gear a team, you have my blessing to go ahead and gear up Imperial Troopers. So you'll need your Veers done, you want your Range Trooper done. I wouldn't necessarily recommend Moff Gideon because he won't really hang around there and you'll just be tempted to pull him off somewhere else. Yeah, you'll be real tempted to pull off Moff Gideon. I mean, Giancarlo Esposito, tell me you wouldn't. So yeah, for the last slot, really up to you. You can use Stark if you want to. You can leave your world behind, and if your friends don't dance, and if they can't dance, then they're no friends of mine. Or you could go somewhere like Death Trooper. God, what is wrong with me today? I'm in a weird mood. I'm in a very weird mood today. Cup is goated. Yep, absolutely. R9 your cup. Slacker would be your closest next GL. Do that then. Imp Troopers to R9, got it. Yep, absolutely. R10, your entire Imp Trooper faction, but only the bad ones. Okay, so only Snow Trooper, only Magma Trooper, and that's it. There are no bad Imperial Troopers really. They're all awesome. Tempted to put him with Padme? Yep. I would rather pull off DTMG instead of Moff Gideon. Well, I mean, maybe you've just got a fetish for helmeted individuals. I don't know. You like the helmet? Snowtrooper is not bad. Bazinga, fight me, bro. Fight me. So yeah, if you want to do that, absolutely. It's a fun team. You got to have fun sometimes. If Slacker is your closest farm, crack on. get Slacker. I would really, really recommend you get your GLs done sooner rather than later, because in the GP range, at least, you're going to be facing a lot of people with a lot of GLs. Like, we've had a couple, what is it, like, last week we were looking at 6.5 million accounts with like 6-7 GLs. It was nuts. It was crazy, dude. Magma Trooper had that Cron last set work. Yeah, that was good times, Havoc. That was good times. DTMG would be hard, but in a different way. I'll just do something more subtle. Uh-oh. I'm going to be banned on my own Twitch stream. Yeah, okay, fine. So let's take a look and see what exactly we are missing here. Don't go for Lord Vader, I guess. Oh my god, Jolie? Jolie? I mean, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Captain Drogon, that's fine. You don't really need to be... There's no impetus for pushing for Leia. No Basti Fallen. Tarfels. I guess this is where we're getting that image of you left for a couple of years, right? Which is why you'd be missing stuff like Basti Fallen, because she did come around like at the end of 2018, didn't she? I think it was around then anyway. So it makes sense that you're missing her. I don't recommend you really be pushing for any of the brand new stuff. I don't think it's in your interest. Symmetry. Yeah, all this is pretty standard stuff, I guess. Obviously, stuff like Treya and things like that, they are useful to have, but I can't in good conscience recommend you starting to bulk up those teams, because you're just going to be in a position where you don't have anything available. Zori Bliss is one I would absolutely always, forever and a day recommend people who have got Rey, just get Zori Bliss and put that Omicron on her and have a good time with her. Have your wicked way with Zori Bliss, okay? Always, always. Which team do I run Jedi Knight Cal with? Usually under a JML team, for me. In 5s, I suppose you can run him with a Basti lead. After Slacker, who would you be thinking after? Jabba? Personally, yes. Just because of what Jabba brings to everybody's account. Okay? So Jabba brings more to everybody's account. Apart from the fact that Leia is so good in this current raid, right? Jabba brings the most. The only reason I'm not saying Leia right now is because of timings. You'll never get Leia in time for you to get the most investment out of her, or return on investment out of her, because by the time you unlock her, I imagine the raid will be changed over. So we'll start be working on the Naboo raid. So I don't think there'll be much value in you getting Leia, because her special event on Endor is not that great. It can give some decent stuff, but every single time that I've run it since unlocking Leia, it's given me the lowest rewards possible, and the lowest rewards possible is kind of trash, to be honest, and it actually annoys me. I get angry about it. I'm like, ugh, crap rewards for something that comes around once a month. Whereas Jabba and his Smuggler's Run 2 feels like it comes around like twice a month, and you get 2 uses out of it. It gives you like 60 micro attenuators, which is a lot of recalibration for your mods, and mods are still incredibly important in the game. So Jabba, just get Jabba. I know it's got some awkward things, you know you have to go down the whole Jedi Knight Luke lead, and you have to go down and get R8 Han Solo and stuff like that, but it's still a really, really good GL, and you can transition from Jabba into JML. Sorry, I thought I saw another message come through then for a moment. For a moment, yet it feels like forever. Forever feels like home. Do. Absolutely, Jabba is worth the grind. Jabba is just incredibly, incredibly valuable. We do have to be conscious of what's coming on in the future, but I think you just kind of make do when it comes to Separatist Jedi and Galactic Republic when the new raid comes in, and just try and build your way up. Hands down the best GL I've gotten. Jabba is incredible. Jabba is incredible. He's very good in every game mode. Great in TB. Gives you loads of mod slicing materials. It's fun to play. No regrets. Indeed, no regrets. No rugrats. So much I see untapped potential. Fair enough. I'm not in a place to be trying to chase the newer stuff. Slacker to Jabber it is. Yes, sounds good. And that's going to take you, you know, the better part of 7 to 8 months, I imagine. Especially if you're finished. Well, actually, if you're doing Executor, Slacker, Jabber, that's going to take you a while. What do you think the next GL will be? No idea, MM. Honestly, I did think originally at the start of the year that we'll be getting some sort of Galactic Republic or Separatist GL. I don't think we are anymore. As soon as we've finished with the Queen Amidala Marquise, we'll get a better idea. Because I'm still of the opinion, something tells me in my gut that once the new raid comes in, we're not going to see any more Phantom Menace content. I would like to see Ahsoka content. Malgus might still counter Queen Amidala. The doubt and shock will still wreck them. Well, the doubt... Don't forget that they are immune to fear with that Omicron. So the doubt is annoying, no doubt. The doubt is annoying, I agree. And it prevents a lot of the things from their kit, but it doesn't prevent everything. And they are going to be losing certain stats, but that's crit damage and stuff. I don't know, I think it could go either way. Admiral Radis needed 300 Kairos to gear from 10 to 11. Yeah, Adrad is a hungry boy. He's a hungry fish. I'm not sure why that pop-up is not
Straight
jumping up on the
£5, 634 916 888 if you'd be so kind.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for feeding the Jabber Fund. Check it out. Look, over here. Look, we got pretty close. 23.33. 33 pence. 233 and 33 pence. Yeah, we are £6 and, you know, 67 pence away from our first tier. Thank you so much for that. We will get round to you in a moment. The Jabber Fund, you made an out. You know what I mean? Jabber, Jar Jar. They're both names with J's. Jabba, Jaja. The same prequel content. Do you think that maybe George got kind of obsessed with Ja names? So Symmetry. Yeah, anything else, buddy? Do you need any other further advice? Anything you want to pick my brains about? I do like the Savage Oppress Army. That's huge. Do we have Wampa in this account? We do have Wampa. I mean, if you want to have something fun, you could relic your Wampa to like relic 9 alongside your Imperial Troopers. You know how much I love myself a good Wamps. A Wampa stomping. Jabba Binks. Exactly, Night Fox. You understand. I'm not paying for an alt unsub. Just wanted some advice and direction to take. Yeah, I've said it earlier in the stream today, but I definitely value a high top-heavy roster rather than a broad roster. Even in today's climate, where there are so many counters to GLs, I just feel like it puts your roster in the best position to go forward. This whole game is geared around getting the top-end stuff. So, yeah, I'd go finish off your exec, do Jabber, jump into JML, and then think about profundity. That's how I would do it. Rather have more GLs than less. Yeah, more is better than less. Less is better than loads less. Okay, so I believe we did just have an extra tip come through there. Let me go ahead and grab that. So this was from... Thank you so much. Kindly from Mr. Straight. Absolutely. Let's get you up here. Let's get straight up to it. 16. Straight. Are you in the chat, my friend? If you are in the chat, can you give me a little bit of context around your roster and how I can help you today, good sir? Good sir. Brave Sir Robin, brave Sir Robin. I loved how that ally code came through on the text to speak, dude. Oops. Whoopsie. Somebody's in trouble. Get all this up. Get on up. Get on the scene. Then lessest. Yeah, indeed. Then lessest. I have to go to bed now. We'll be switching off your stream. You can remove it with the roster review. Hey, thanks you, Zimni. Thanks, buddy. Good night. Good night, my man. It's almost like a Welsh word, that is. Iwach. Iwach. If I was to pronounce that in Welsh, it would be Iwach. But I'm guessing it's not pronounced Iwach. So, yeah. We'll just we'll wait for our good friend Straight over here to give us a little bit of context for this roster. 7.2 mil. Iwach is the final villain in the Bleach anime. Oh, really? What's an Iwach, precious? Hey, what's going on, Mark? Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. So this is from... Did you say it was from Bleach? I've never watched Bleach. All I know is that there's a lot of episodes. All I know is that there's a lot of episodes of Bleach. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Also, don't drink bleach. I'll try not to. I'll try not to. I am curious to see how it's actually pronounced. This guy? How do you pronounce it? The H followed by Y is a ha, I-ha, u, va, vac. The H that follows the Y is ha. I-havoc? Ye havoc. Ye havoc.
ARJ tipped £1.67, rounding you up to £25. Nabooby, Nabooby, Nabooby. Nabooby. Bet you didn't expect the fourth one.
No, I didn't, mate. You got me again. Thank you, RJ. Appreciate you. Oh, my days. That's classic, bro. That's classic, mate. Alright, okay, cool. So, a glorious dash where I'm an idiot and get it from the game right now. Absolutely, absolutely. Pretty sure it's based on German stuff. His army is called Sternritter, Star Knights. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Is this an almost 7-year-old account? I have no idea. I have no idea. Just waiting for our good boy Straight to come through and tell us a little bit about the roster. Nabooby, Nabooby, Nabooby. Nabooby. I bet you weren't expecting the last Nabooby. No one suspects the fourth Nabooby. I think I should get that printed on a t-shirt. What do you guys think? Nabooby, Nabooby, Nabooby. No, not boobies, rule of two. Naboobies, okay? That's very different. Very different. Who would have thought that Nabooby would have made Scribble lose his trail of thought? I mean, to be honest, mate, it doesn't take a whole lot to make me lose my train of thought. It doesn't take a whole lot. I don't want to just jump in here without any guidance. But he has paid for a premium listing, so I'll have to give him a moment to turn up. Oh, ow! I've got a click in my shoulder. 2 is usually enough. Might have to get it printed for my stag. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You know, getting married in a couple of months' time, you know, you have a stag do. You can call yourself the Naboobies. You can go motorboating the Naboobies. Or whatever makes you happy. And if it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? Ah, here we are. Straight. Thank you, good sir. You started off with a slacker push and then got JMK Malgus SK. Just got Leviathan in January. Okay, that's all good business. Cool, cool, cool. Press ups while we wait. Well, I'm not sure I agree with that, RJ. Not sure if I'm on board with that. Thank you, Mark. I got you. I got you, Mark. Alright, cool. So, started with the slacker push. Okay, I like that you went early game slacker. Well, 7.2 mil early game? Probably not early game. Oh, we've also got a Ray. You've also got rabies. I'm sorry to hear this. You've got rabies. But that's okay. Okay, so you went slacker, got JMK, got Malgus, SK, Levy in January, and you also have Ray. How long have you been sat on this Ray without ult? Tell me she hasn't just been sat here chilling out, maxing, relaxing, it ain't too taxing. She deserves better. Take her to R7 at the minimum, preferably higher. So yeah. Oh yeah, Lightspeed bundle stuff too. I mean, I can't count. That is working too hard. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, if you got a bunch of Lightspeed bundle stuff, that's going to elevate your GP massively. Okay, cool. So first and foremost, finish off your Ray. That's going to be step numero uno. Definitely. I love that you've already got Leviathan. That's huge. The only issue I have with an early game Leviathan is that a large element of Leviathan's power is kind of gated behind that 7-star. So you can probably still climb in fleet. Let me actually check. Where are you sat on fleet? Working on ult. She brand new, baby. She brand new. Okay, you're still able to climb to the top of Fleet Arena. This is good news. So you're not being penalized for not having those last 2 stars. That's great business. As long as you can stay in first in Fleet Arena, then, or even, let's just call it top 10, but really first, then that's the most important thing. As soon as you start having real difficulties getting first place, that's when you really need to think about, well, maybe I should have more fleets. So, Erodium 2. Oh, I mean, you're going to be creeping up to that Kyber bracket rapidly quick. As soon as you jump into Kyber, you're going to have additional fleets on defense. So that's definitely something for you to consider. If I recall, I believe Leviathan is the only sort of GL capital ship that you have at the moment. Absolutely fine. Okay, so this gives us a little bit of direction, right? This gives us just a little bit of direction. I like that you got JMK. JMK is useful. You've got Ray, you've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, but just the one GL capital ship. What I would like to see you do, after you finish off Ray, get her ult done and all that sort of business, is you could probably look at getting Zori. I don't know what your Zori is going to look like right now. Yeah, a Relic Omicron Zori will help you in GAC to no end, and it's just one character. So dip into that Zori real quick, and then think about which capital ship you want to push for next. Personally, I like to recommend going for Profundity, but you don't have to. Either go Profundity or Executor. Okay, 3 GLs will be enough for you to hold and get use out of on offense. It's more important to make sure that you try and catch up and finish off fleet very quickly, in my opinion. Hey Carl, how you doing? You get first daily in fleet. That's huge. That's huge, straight. What's the ideal Ray lineup? See, it's very difficult, Carl, to say what the ideal Ray lineup is, because it's always going to be context based, right? An ideal Ray lineup typically, I mean, it doesn't use resistance, which is very funny, truth be told, because like Ray with the Bag Bros, for example, they're okay. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It can get beat by gas. So you're really looking at Ray with Ben Solo from Proving Grounds at this point, Conquest character, and then typically the last 3 slots have a little bit of flexibility to them. Generally speaking, you either run JTR or Cal Kestis, those unaligned force users. They are both evasion mastery characters and they offer a good degree of survivability. Then you can run things like Sortie and Zaris, who's a Barriss Offie with the Zeta, or you can start running things like, you know, GK, for example, gives crit immunity, gives additional foresight. You can use what else could you use? You can actually go full like Jedi comps, but I wouldn't recommend doing that at this point. It breaks up too many teams. L3, yeah, L3 is perfectly viable as well. She's a very good pre-taunting light side tank. You can throw in the likes of BB-8 and R2-D2. We used to, like, it was quite common on defense in TW to use stuff like Ray with Ben, JTR, R2-D2, and that sort of business. It used to be good at countering C comps and things like that with BB-8. But typically you need to have Ben to make a good Ray team. And then it's usually like JTR, stuff like that. L3, Sortie, Zaris, those sort of characters. Trying to work on Ray's relics, been going between her and the Rex for JML. I honestly, straight, I would just finish Ray. Just finish Ray first. I don't know if you've made any progress at all towards Ben Solo. Are you working on Ben Solo through Proving Grounds, straight? Yeah, Ben is a must, Carl. Ben is an absolute must. To make the most out of Zorikron, how should the team be modded? You want as fast as possible on Bagbro Finn, and then have your Bagbro Poe be like 1 speed slower. That's the most important part. The rest of it should basically play itself. So maybe you get a little bit of tankiness and a little bit of potency on OG Finn. And the rest is kind of history, really. He's 1 proving ground away from being unlocked. Okay, good business, straight. Good business. I would recommend you invest in him. Get him up to relic levels to work with Ray, because the difference between Ray and Ben and Ray without Ben is astronomical. Astronomical. It's night and day difference. He makes Ray a lot more awkward to deal with on defense, because all of a sudden they have to start thinking about how do they get rid of Ben permanently, you know? So, yeah, the faster you get that Bagbro Finn, the more awkward it'll make for people. Because a lot of people like to try and run stuff like Bad Batch, but Zori gives 35 speed to the Resistance allies. So having an extra 35 speed on like a 350, 360 Finn means all of a sudden he's like 390 and they're not outpacing. The massive amount of damage that Ben does? Yep, Ben can do boatloads of damage, and he can attack under protection, and he can put full turn heal immunity on the team. And. Yeah, he's really good. He's good. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. So, yeah, after you finish off Ray, get that Zorikron, get the Ben done as well, because it really does make a huge difference to this Ray team. And honestly, I would think about finishing off JML and then pushing into your new fleet meta. Okay? It's not... Sorry, I'm misstating there. It's not a new fleet meta. It's about expanding the viability of your fleet capabilities, okay? Because especially with you close, knocking on the door of jumping up to Kyber, I know you're in Erodium 2 right now, but you can jump straight from Erodium 2 all the way into Kyber 5 or even 4. It can happen. And when that happens, you're going to have an additional fleet on defense and an additional fleet for offense. It's going to spread you thin, and you want to be prepared for it as much as you possibly can. The best way to do that is to get more fleets and more gooder fleets. Gooder, better fleets is more better than not as good fleets that aren't as good. I think that's pretty crystal clear. So it's up to you if you choose to go Profundity or Executor. I personally prefer Profundity because it operates better at low stars, and it offers very, very good banners as well when, you know, the ships actually assist. They don't assist for me because I don't know, maybe I said something really insensitive about his mother or something. Also, took a second to get Jedi Knight Luke up to R7 for the extra Relic Knights, but yeah, I'll head towards Exec after surrounding the race stuff. Yeah, good stuff. But you said you wanted to do JML as well, didn't you? You wanted to finish off JML, and I'm fully in support of getting JML. JML is a really good Galactic Legend to have. I'm liking the armies that you've got on. Don't see many people running the Talon army actually. Got some TW business as well. Yeah, the armies are decent. And then we have Akbar. I mean, we were saying the armies were decent. What's the Akbar about, straight? You would do Profundity, but R9 drains stuff hard. It does. Like, R9 is a lot harder to deal with, but you've done it already for Leviathan twice, in fact. Summon Oh gosh, someone was like, Akbar is amazing. Sorry, did I say Akbar? I meant Bane. That's bad people, that is. That's bad people misleading you on Akbar. I'm sorry about that, buddy. But hey, we've all got some Ommies that just don't get any use. I'm looking at you, Scout Trooper. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, that would be my preference. My preference would be finish off your current stuff. Make sure you're pushing towards that next galactic ship. Galactic Legend ship. And go on from there. Oh. Hold up. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Hey, good night, Sathi. Thanks for joining, buddy. You're also comparatively way closer to Executor. I mean, Exec is still a really, really good farm. Exec is a really, really good farm because it's got good ships in it. You got good bounty hunters to get out of it. It also helps you with Imperial troopers. You know, like this can lead into an Imperial trooper down the line, and it dovetails nicely into getting C as well. So it's like the exec farm is good. The only issue I have with the exec is that it doesn't operate as well as a low star profundity. So you can kind of theoretically get profundity first and have that tick over each month, and it'll operate fine at like 4 stars. Not amazingly, but fine. And then you can pump additional crystals into refreshing the exec event to get that higher stars once you get that unlocked. But it's perfectly fine to go for exec first. And like I said, you can potentially dovetail into C from exec as well, because then you'll be at like Jedi Master Kenobi, Jedi Master Luke, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Rey, Executor, and C. And then your roster is starting to look really nice and plump, would be the term. So yeah, absolutely. Don't miss out on that. Don't miss out on that. I do like that R7 Jedi Knight Luke. You got Cat as well, which is good to see. And you got the army on Qui-Gon Jinn. We're going to get a new Qui-Gon Jinn in a couple of months. Probably in about a month and a half. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Sweet. Alright. Let me just have a look here. I don't think you need to be pushing for any of those new legendaries right now. You can honestly leave stuff like Afra, well, no, you've got Starkiller, I think, actually. You can leave stuff like Afra. You can leave stuff like Bo-Katan Mandalore, at least for the time being. It's not really a priority farm for you. I think, like, generally speaking, once you've got your capital ships sorted, you should just be bouncing back and forth between GLs and capital ships until you're finished with those. Try to get Jabber in there at some point. Hey, Michael Neal, how you doing, bro? Just because Jabber just offers so much to your account. Offers so much to the account. Do you also have Inquisitors? Probably not at this point, I would guess. No, you don't. Okay, but I like to see that you're working on TIE Defender. TIE Defender is still really, really, really good, even if you don't have the ideal fleet to support it. Also, yes, you are cursed with the voice. Wait. Why are you sighing? Why are you harumphing, Frank? What's wrong, buddy? Oh, I've seen you've just done the push-ups, Frank. God damn it. This is from Bazinga. It doesn't look like it's from Bazinga. It looks like it's from you. Ugh. Alright, cool. No Inquis, my whole guild does, so I'll have Reaver before GI. Really? Oh my days.
TRA tipped £13.37. Ally code 743 193 672.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being kind and generous there, my friend. Like, I don't know why the animation doesn't pop up on the screen. That's very odd, but it should do. Maybe it's just... Hey, Trent, how you doing, buddy? Tater Tots, how you doing, bud? Let me refresh that. Let me refresh that. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Wow, it's getting warm in here. Whew, baby, baby. Whew, baby, baby. So, Tater, I do appreciate you, buddy. You'll have to give me a little bit of context. Straight, is there anything else I can help you with today, this evening, good sir? End of the workday, doing great. Happy to hear it, bro. Happy to hear it. I think your farming plan seems pretty clear. Loving all these zombies on Darth Malgus as well. Yeah, it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty. Later, Frank! Yeah, I'll have to do those push-ups in a sec. As soon as we're finished with Straight, I'll do push-ups, then we'll jump onto Tater Tots. Gotta jump on them tots, do you know what I mean? And Straight's like, yeah, I'm gonna have Reaver before I have any of the Inquisitors. You're gonna be that guy, Straight. Think that about covers, appreciate it. There was a time when I was gearing up for a hopeful Galactic Legend Revan, but it didn't pan out. Well, maybe that's what we'll get at the end of the year. Who knows? Hey, Captain Amazing, how you doing, buddy? If you're not already, make sure you guys follow Captain Amazing on YouTube and Twitch. He is also a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content creator. Help out your fellow man. Help out your fellow man. Wolfie does apparently stream and stuff as well, but we don't like him very much. I mean, hi Wolf, love you! Wolfie knows he's my boy. He knows he's my boy. Alright, let's get the push-ups done first, and then we'll jump over to Tater Tots. We'll jump on Tater's Tots. Do-do-do-do-do, whip! Doop 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 doop. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I think that actually broke our first tier of the... It did. It broke our first tier of the Boomer Fund. We are going to have to update our Boomer Fund. Our Boomer Fund has reached tier 1. Let's go ahead and update that then. We'll go over here. We'll go over here. We'll go over here. We gotta update that so it's looking nice and pretty, boys. Oh, it's nice and pretty. Oh, yeah. Settings. Settings. We need to update that to 130. Save. I said save the date. There we go. So that will get us a vault to buy some Boomer packs. Who knows when that will be? Who knows when that'll be? So thank you all kindly. Thank you all very kindly for your support of the Jar Jar Fund. I do appreciate you. Right, let's get these push-ups done, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Need to adjust the Gungan meter. The Gungan meter has been adjusted. But no longer does the Saturday sketch. Saturday sketch? Can I start a fund against Jar Jar? Trent, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You can. And I'll put that into the Boomer Fund instead. Is that okay? Does that seem cool to you? Seems cool to me. Absolutely not. We are not doing a build Sally up, guys. Don't even think about it. Nope. Absolutely not. Not happening. Let's do some push-ups. We nailed it. Nailed it. Love it. I think it'd be better if he stalled. Yeah, I mean, Wolfie is not very good at stalling. Let's be honest. Far too late. USA time, yeah. How many Gungan feats are we going to have for Conquest? I imagine we'll have 2. Maybe 3 at a push. I'm thinking we're going to have either mini-boss or sector-end boss feats for Boss Nass and for Tarpals. You know, win with Boss Nass surviving, win with Tarpals surviving. Maybe we'll have something around getting the shield generator summoned. or using one of the shield generator special abilities. And that's it. And that's it. We don't have enough Gungans in the game to do more. So Conquest starts on Monday, so. Needed your Saturdays back? Hey, no shame in that, Wolfie. Thank you, Tren. I appreciate you, bro. Saturdays are for the boys. Saturday is my one day off. Technically speaking, I actually do work the Saturday because I do my stateside stream on a Friday night. It doesn't start until midnight. So technically, I'm working Saturdays, which I shouldn't be. Hey, Mark. I'm in danger daily. Well, the thing is, it won't be like we'll have this same set of feats for the next 3 conquests, right? So in like 3 months' time, we'll probably have more Gungan feats, and we'll probably have Queen Amidala feats, and we'll probably have, you know, Master Kenobi and Padawan Obi-Wan feats. But who knows? Right, I'm gonna go little boys' room. Then Tater Tots, looking at you, buddy. We're back in business, ladies and gentlemen. You can start a Jar Jar fund for me if you want. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Definitely try my best. Okay, so Tater Tot says, I am a long-time player who's taken 2 very long breaks. Returned most recently last September. Have since ground out Jabba and Profundity. Good choices. Unlocked Grand Inquisitor and Malgus last week. Huge. Waiting for Jedi Cal. Hey, you're only a week away. Or 8 days away. 1 conquest away from Ben. Nice. Now kind of lost as to where to go next. Leia, Leviathan, Afra, just go crazy. Cool. Yeah. Okay, good stuff, Taters. Good stuff, Tater Tots. Let's go ahead and get your account up on the page then, and we can start addressing these one at a time, baby. Just one at a time. Just gonna go ahead and grab that ally code from you, Tater. Tomater. We got it. I got you, babe. Ba ba ra ba ba ba. Yeah, I got you, Tater. Trader Tots. Okay, so 9.9 mil. Long old account. Long and old and hard. Long, hard and old. Thick and girthy. It's got a lot of girth to it. Loving the GL development here. Loving the GL development. So we're only missing Leia as far as GLs go, which is huge. Let's check out the fleet. So we've got Executor. We've got Profundity. Only at 5 stars, but that's still perfectly acceptable in my book. Okay, so the Levy Farm is a bit of a stretch out. Leia would be great. The real choice is, what do you go for first? Is it Leviathan? Is it Leia? I can see value in either. But I would like to lean a little bit more towards Leviathan. Just so you can build up those shards over time instead of having to drop a big old fat stack of crystals to get Leviathan up to 7 stars early. It might be in your interest to try and get Leviathan early now. So that it can build up over time in the star count. As far as Afra is concerned, I can't recommend. Okay, Afra is good, Afra is useful, but Afra is about to lose her Datacron. And her Datacron is really elevating her viability in the game at the moment when it comes to GAC and Territory Wars. So that's disappearing in 8 days' time, just when Jedi Knight Cal comes to the game. So what I can say is, by all means, farm the shards of the characters, but I wouldn't necessarily gear them. Except for Sana, don't farm her shards. She is a Cantina energy character, right? She's a Cantina energy character, which means you're sacrificing your ability to farm signal data and potentially Omicrons for the sake of finishing off Sana Staros. I can't recommend you do that. So don't touch Afra requirements outside of farming shards. Apart from Sana, ignore her completely. So is Hondo? Yeah, but Hondo is good business. No, yeah, don't do Hondo either. Yeah, sorry, I was only looking at these three. I hadn't even gone down over here. No to Afra. Yeah, like, it's not that she's bad. It's just she's not ideal right now. I think once you've finished off all of the big ticket items, you got your Leviathan, you've got your Leia, you've potentially got stuff like Bomando. Not seeing the Bomando requirements. Did you already get Bomando? Mad. Okay, no, that's fine. Paths. Yeah, fair enough. They've just got a bit of gear on them. That's okay. Cool. How dare you suggest that no Hondo? Don't you like profit? That's just good business. Free roster reviews way backed up. They are, Citizen Cope. Let me have a look. Currently, we managed to get one free roster review done, but every so often we'll get a premium review come in, and you know the premium reviews take precedent. So there is currently a queue of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, sorry, 13. There's a queue of 13 non-premium reviews, and we've only got this one paid for review at the moment. After that, we'll be going up to the free reviews. Okay. Hope that clarifies things for you, Cope. So yeah, honestly, like Hondo, there was a point where I could recommend, yeah, you can get Hondo to solo some teams. He does have some use in the game, but I don't know. I personally don't feel like his use in the game is worth detracting from other farms right now. No worries, Cope. We'll be doing them again on Thursday, buddy. 13 account in 2 hours. Doable? Absolutely not, Jeremiah. And unfollowed. Wolfie is like, you know what? Screw that scribe guy. I never liked him anyway. He can't even grow any hair, except for on his face. And that's kind of not the people that I want to be hanging out with at all. Love you really, Wolfie. Yeah, so ignore. Honestly, like, I wouldn't necessarily. Thanks for the follow there, Citizen Co. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, I can't recommend really pushing for Afra. She's good, just not good enough right now. Hondo's utter trash tier, so he's not even worthy of taking out my trash. I actually really like Hondo. He's a fun character, but hey, that's just me. I love that you got some investment in these Gunganas. Normally watch on YouTube, but figured I'd come over and watch on Twitch. Why not? Why not? I'm here for everybody's ease, right? You know, that isn't very profitable if you subscribe. I know, Wolfman. It's my one downfall. It looks like you've put some interest into Nisa as well. That's good to know. So that'll help you when it comes down to that Leia farm. I'm leaning towards you going Leviathan first and then Leia, truth be told. Unless you really think that you can get Leia incredibly quickly, and based on star counts for Nisa, and I'm pretty sure we saw, that's a tongue twister, Captain Drogologues up here. It's going to take you a couple of months, at the very least 3-4 months probably, to get ready for Leia. And by that time, will be knocking on the door of the new raid, I feel. So, I mean, I don't... Wow, you got a big investment in IG-12 and Grogu. That's huge. I don't really think that you should get Leia before you get Leviathan. Focus on Leviathan first and see where the world takes you. Conquest feat there. For sure. How dare you recommend against Hondo? That's the Hondo, feared by all. Normally watch on YouTube. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, no worries, Tater Tots. No worries. And I like that you got some investment in Captain Rex. You're positioning yourself to make a good effort at going after Leia. I like that. I like that very much. So, the R9 JMK. Did you do this for platoons or something? There's nothing wrong necessarily with an R9 JMK. It's just interesting to see when, like, Lord Vader and these guys are not R9 and Jabba's R7. What was the choice there? I don't even remember. I don't even know. That's okay. I mean, I've got R9 Gar Saxon, so who am I to judge? Yeah, it's just would have probably seen it better over on Lord Vader or Rey or Slacker or Jabba or... But hey, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Got some good business going on in here. Some good armies. Loving the R7 Womps. Loving that Womps. Zam, the one we all have. You've got the Dash Rendar. Have you got Vandor sorted? No Vandori chicken. Maybe you should think about getting that Vandori chicken if you get a moment. Hey, what's going on, Rebel? R9 Gar can beat JMK. I mean, with ISC. As much as I love JMK, he's the least... Yeah, agreed, Wolfie. Like, you know, there's still value to it. It's just not masses of value, that's all. That's all it is. When you compare it to the other GLs, it's like, yeah, the rest of them are probably better to take to, like, and don't misunderstand me. I'm not actually saying that all the other GLs are better than Jedi Master Kenobi. It's just as far as Relic 9s go, the others are probably more valuable. Because he's mostly carried by his supporting cast and you know, his just general kit rather than the stats. Shumai, Captain Swag, Tiaunachan. You prefer butter chicken? Yeah. I had some pasta pesto with some peri peri chicken today, some pine nuts. Oh, it was good. I'm getting hungry again now. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting that hangriness on. We've got the Asajj on me and the Mace Windu on me. I might want to take those relic levels up just a little bit. Understand totally. I'm 100% sure I R9'd him because I like it. Yeah, and that is a completely valid reason to R9 anybody. That is a completely valid reason to R9 anybody in the game. I like him, damn it. Or I like her, damn it. Or I like this droid, damn it. Just add damn it in there. It gives you extra oomph. You know what I mean? JMK is still cool. JMK is still cool. And there was a time where he was the king of the arena. He was the king, baby. He was the emperor. He was the president. He was the king. Yeah. Ooh, look at you rocking the Hera army as well. So you'll be really happy when you get that Captain Rex up. Get Old Man Rex up. I know it can be a job. Slow TW this eve. Well, it is. I haven't managed to contribute at all to mine. Queen Amidala with Cam and Barriss, a permanent home. Cam will definitely 100% not be in the Queen Amidala team because she doesn't have the Jedi tag. So she's not a Galactic Republic Jedi, which means it completely removes the ability for his Jedi Council unique. YouTuber and tech. Oh, Jeremiah. Actually, let me slide into Meathead's DMs and I'll say, listen, Meathead, when are we getting Scribe in the game and the tag can be Scribe Tribe? When's that happening? When's that happening? You know? It could happen, I think. Primordial, thank you so much for the follow there. Primordial 1. Magira. You got the Lightspeed bundle for Phoenix. They were barely geared before that. Yeah, this looks like a Lightspeed bundle to me. It looks like it. But you got the R5 Hera there for the profundity. So it's all good. But yeah. Now, unfortunately, right now, Phoenix are really hampered by the Doubtcron. So it really knocks off their viability. But as soon as that Doubtcron disappears, they'll be able to take out Reaver teams again. Imagine watching a team of YouTubers getting blown up. No. We do the blowing up. And I think what should happen, Jeremiah, what should happen when we get defeated on the field, instead of like dying, all we do is like rage. So we end up being like, throwing stuff around and yelling and calling BS on bad RNG and yelling at the screen to fix your damn game. Having a strop, and then it's just like a rage uninstall. That would be how we leave, I think. Scribe GL with a smudgy lifter unit. Hell yeah. Oh, treats for the kittens. Yeah, we'll get that in a sec. About time for another Lightspeed bundle to drop, I think. Why not, Mike? Why not? Just had a look at your GAC bracket. Should not have done that. Not going to be able to sleep tonight. Who are you facing off against, Rodrigo? Anybody cool? Yeah, okay. Sorry, Tater. Sorry, Tater. Tater Tots. Yeah. Leviathan into Leia. I think you could... I noticed that you've got a little bit of investment inside of your Bo-Katan Mandalore investments. I would keep on pushing for that. Don't make it a massive priority, because if she's coming back every month, it's something that you can dip your toes in and pick her up relatively easily. Kelleran Beck is phenomenal. He is a really, really good Galactic Republic lifter, and you never know, he might even be required in the new raid. It's unlikely, but he might. You just never know. Any predictions on Naboo raid characters? Funnily enough, Kelleran Beck might be. I think it's unlikely. They might try to do it just from a monetary stance. They're like, hey, did you get Bo Mando yet? You should probably do it. He's a Galactic Republic Jedi. 2 tags which are featuring the raid. As far as what's going to be there, I think it's pretty evident that we're going to have Queen Amidala, and we're going to have Master Kenobi, and we're going to have Padawan Ben, and we're going to have Stap, and we're going to have all the Gungans, and we're going to have probably B1 Battle Droid, Droidica. I would say Newt Gunray is almost a cert. How many is that for Separatists now? Newt Gunray, B1, Stap, Droidica. They might throw in B2, they might not. That's kind of, up in the air a little bit. We might get someone like Dooku in there, probably not. We might get... I said B2 already, right? Maybe on the B2. Keller in the raid wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me either, just because he fits the tags and he's new. But I think it's more likely that we get some of the trashy Jedi. I think it's more likely that we get some of the trashier Jedi. Stuff like Eth Koth and Jedi Knight Guardian, Kit Fisto and Armageddon. Like, all of these Jedi that nobody really has geared is most likely going to be the Jedi that we see in the game. I originally thought we'd get Qui-Gon Jinn, the OG Qui-Gon Jinn, this guy. However, with the announcement that we're getting Master Qui-Gon, I doubt Qui-Gon Jinn now becomes a unit. He could still be a unit, but I think they'll probably skip him, because everybody's got like a Relic 7 Qui-Gon Jinn, even though I know yours is Relic 4 right now, but you know what I mean. This would be the first raid I'll most likely not have a solid team for. Oh, I'm working towards it. I plan on having Jar Jar ready, so. We'll get both ranging from Kelleron to Consular. Yeah. Current raid, we have everything from Piet to Tebow. I know, right? It's crazy. You want Plo to get his Electric Force Judgment? Who knows? Misa Jar Jar Binks. Yeah. So, I reckon... I don't think we'll see exclusively these characters, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see at least a handful of these trash characters and they happen to be really good in the raid. As far as Galactic Republic goes, obviously we're going to be getting Queen Amidala and the 2 new marquees of Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Excuse me. I thought we were going to get General Panaka. We might see stuff like maybe Mace. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Because the clones weren't a thing back then. We could theoretically see like R2-D2. Just don't know. Just don't know. I know it's going to be a good time. I know it's going to be a good time. Except it'll be, as long as it's not just constant waves upon waves of the same units, I'll be happy. So we'll get some rubbish ones and some useful ones. I think so, Wolfie. They try to tread that line of hey, you get some decent characters, but there's also these trash tier characters that we need you to gear up. It's interesting that they'll pick and choose characters instead of full tags. Oh, they'll be tags, but the problem is they've got the Jedi tag. Jedi tag is one of them. There's no way they give us carte blanche to use any Jedi. Like, that's just not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Hey, Clutch, thanks for the $5 there, brother. So, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, Tater Tots, dude. I'm sorry, buddy. What are we... where were we? I mean, we established the route. Is there something that you want me to look at in particular, buddy? Thank you so much for that super chat there, Clutch. That's very kind of you, mate. Young boy Anakin Skywalker. C-3PO, no plating version. Red leg version. Now I have 2 Master Qui-Gons and 0 Master Anakin Skywalkers. I don't think we're ever going to get Jedi Master Anakin Skywalker. What do you guys think? Unless, you know, I say that. What if eventually CG goes down the what if line and starts doing, what if Anakin never fell to the dark side? What if Anakin became a Jedi Master? Well, I mean, that's kind of the point, Ruler 2. Who do we think is going to be in the quad? Is that what we're calling it now? Quad May. Padme team. 2 new guys plus Lumio, Omiko, and Rando. Honestly, I don't know. I think we need to see the kits for Qui-Gon and Anakin. Force Daddy Anakin from the Ahsoka show. Yeah, Force Daddy Anakin. Daddy. Maybe. Nope, that's what I wanted to know. Thanks. No worries, Trey. Let's take a look at your mods real quick. Let's take a look at those mods. Take a look at my mod score. It's the only one I got. Not much of a mod score, baby. Never seem to roll a lot. Let's see. Just rolling up the bot. So, Tater Tots, here are your mods. This is your mod score. Mod score of 2.4. Oh no. Oh no. A sub 2.5 score. You need to work on your damn mods, Tater Tots. You've only got 5 25 pluses. You need Jesus. You need Jesus, buddy. You need Jesus. Work on those mods. I'm an atheist, by the way, so I'm saying that for comedic effect, which is probably insensitive of me, so I apologize. Yeah, I know. I know it sucks. Mod sucks. Mod rolling sucks. Mod depression is a real thing. We do have therapy classes for it. They're every Sunday, about 8 p.m. GMT. It's called Tribe Talks, and you quite happily sit there and listen to Wolf, Carthrick, and myself talk nonsense about maybe potentially Galaxy of Heroes while you do your mod depression, okay? I promise you it'll make it easier, alright? You have a crap ton of stuff that needs upgrading? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Need you to do a TW battle, man? Yeah. Dan, am I allowed to do it on stream? I don't know. I don't know. Damn it, Scribe, such a slacker. I know, I've been busy, man. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours and cooking and working before. But yeah. I don't know the rules in this guild. I don't know the rules in this guild if they allow me to do that sort of thing. Okay, cool. We'll get a quick TW battle in. I think we're probably close to clearing a wall. I need to go into the thing we need to request. Bear with me. Let's go over here. Do 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 do. Ba-do do do do. Alright, cool. Let's take out this team. Let's take out this team. What is it? Okay, so this is DTMG. Okay, fine. So request Darth Metal. DTMG. I think somebody's already requested this, Dan, because I can't get it up on the request bot. Ben Wildman, it's like, just kill it. I need to follow the rules. I'm a stickler for the rules, you know that. Just don't fail, you'll be the first one to draw. Oh, okay, Iron Ranger. Sorry, I just saw you there. Just hit it anyway? Okay, cool. Let me see what you guys are actually calling for it. Alright, it's JMK Cat. Insta-kill. Probably with a no revive DC, I take it. Yeah, no revive Kron. Makes sense. It makes sense. Not that one. No revive. Yep, that'll work. Hey, Madness, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so you just get rid and then win. I take it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Ah, let's get it. Come on, let's get it. TW action live with Scribe on the Tribe. God, no descending madness. We've been eternally delayed by my lack of time management skills and people doing premium roster reviews. Missed me. Bye. Are you winning, son? Let's get rid of that daze, I think. I feel like I should just get rid of Dark Trooper. I feel like JMK just missed. I feel like that makes sense to me. Let's do this. Yep. Just hit auto. I mean, I imagine auto will probably win it. Alright, let's just hit auto. If this is what you want. This is some top tier action right here. Top tier action. Full auto, baby. Ba, 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 ba. The tribe grants this request. By not DTMG, by MG. MG? Oh no, Stormy. Stormy Normie. Oh, he missed as well. That's how awkward for Stormtrooper. He's living up to his name at least. Just like missing. Probably because of the foresight that was coming out, but hey ho. Oop. This was a close battle, guys. We nearly lost it. Hair of our teeth. Hair of our teeth? Skin of our teeth. Hair of our chinny chin chin. Yay! Now I'm going to get kicked out of the guild because I didn't use the request function. I got you, buddy. I got you. Boop. Doot the snoot. Doot 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 the snoot. Doot 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 the snoot. Let's actually see what's back here. I'm obviously not going to attack anything, but I'm kind of curious. What do they got? They got Reaver. Reaver with Doubtcrons. This guy is called Boop Boop Beep Boop. Boop Boop Beep Boop. We've got a space, mate. No TW logs. Ah, thanks, Swag. Appreciate you, bro. Soon as I'm out on my arse. We are currently facing off against Ski Hoth Patrol. Anybody ever heard of Ski Hoth Patrol? I don't think y'all heard of He Scoth Patrol. He Scoth Patrol. Oh my days. Peace out, Ranger, bro. That's not Ranger J. That's Iron Ranger. That's Iron Ranger from the guild. I apologize, my guild, for letting you down. Got a bunch of sore Chiricrons. That's sore news, buddy. Yep, Hoth Ski Patrol. It is indeed Hoth Ski Patrol. Hoth, then Ski, then Patrol. I know. I was deliberately saying it wrong. I know sometimes I do get my tongue twisted, but I was deliberately saying that one. Zareth is Hoth Ski Patrol. Is he really? Swag? I don't know. I never get to see Zareth's guild, so. Not Ski Hoth Patrol. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm kind of curious now. Is Zareth in that guild? Mount Algo, is that what is he called his account? Mount Algo now to mount the algorithm, because he is in Ski Hoth Patrol. Scribe is never safe. No. So, yeah. Looks like we're facing Xerath's guild in TW at the moment. That's cool. That's cool. Line. Do people actually still use line as a means of communication? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. I want to see if I can actually spot a Xerath team. Can we see a Xerath team? What is it? Mount Elgo. Quixote. Oof. That's rough. Oh, there we go. That's a Xerath team right there. Look, it's a Xerath team. Celiac Sera is in the guild too. Is she really? Ha! That's cool. You're facing Carthric's guild in TW. You're facing Mighty Chlorians 3, my old guild. Deleted line 7 years ago. Never again. I never used line. It never appealed to me. Line was a time. Get in line, boy. Get in line. Okay. Let's see about. Should we see if we could? I don't really want to take on a Xerath team. I bet it's modded to the gills and back. $284 with a crit damage grown 9.6k. Oofed. The line must be drawn here, no further. Jean-Luc Picard. The line must be drawn here, no further. Your guild use line. Did it really, Tater Tots? I'm kind of tempted to try and take on his sword team. I'm kind of tempted. Oh, is somebody else taking it? Oh no, it's there. The old game from way back when had 15 people online. People who refused to use any other form of communication outside of the game itself. Oh, gross. That's grim. I'm going to see if I can request that. I think this is a bad idea. We can request it. All right, let's do it. I'm ready to get my ass handed to me by Xerath's Chirkron. Yeah, rule of two. That's how it works in our guild. We're a TW-based guild, so you basically request a team. You say what team you're using, and it records all the data then. All right, so apparently we're using CLS, and the idea is you just go all in on Chirrut. I'm so gonna lose this. I'm so gonna lose this. All right, okay. So we need a survivability cron over here. Oh my god, we don't have a good one. I must have put mine all on defense. All right, well it's better than nothing, I guess. They're all dark side. Yep. So I'm gonna have to use this one. Ruh-roh. Remember doing this requested in ANZGC? Really? Scoundrel bonus turn. Swag, is that a requirement? Is it? Because if it is, I mean, let me just double check. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to have the bonus turn more, to be honest. Like, this here makes more sense to me. Because 100% turn meter is 100% turn meter. We've got some armor pen going on here as well. Your guild doesn't care? You show TW? Not in this instance, no. I mean, this is hardly a top secret thing anyway. Just adjust orders if it works out well. Well, like the idea would be Han Solo takes a first turn, right? All in on Chirrut. He'll take a bonus turn because the 100% turn meter. Then we'll get a stun. We'll get buff spreads, more damage and stuff. I think it will work. Let's send it, guys. I'm prepared. I am prepared to get my ass handed to me by Xerath's superior modding. Dear me. The report wins and losses. I get, but far too much. I mean, the good thing is the guild can see what people have available. So all in on Chirrut. That wasn't too bad, actually. Pain. Alright, hold up. I need to get over here. Alright. I'm just going to spread this so we get additional people going off. Cleanse all that. I need that extra attack, damn it. Okay, good. Chirrut's gone. That's huge. That's huge, bro. Getting rid of Chirrut is very, very useful. All of those blinds came in so useful. Oh my days, Chirrut just one-tapped Chewie. That's really not good. I can't afford to hit Chirrut right now because he's just going to one-tap people. Has he got Tenacity up? He does not. Try it. Oh, he does have Tenacity up. Ignore me then. We'll do this. Can't afford to hit Chirrut right now. Blind. Let's go over here. Okay, he doesn't have Retribution. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, I think that Kyle's going to be the end of me. Damn it. We needed to have that call to action available. Oh! It was close. It was close. Yeah, that's unfortunately that one tap on Chewie kind of ruined it. But I think that was still pretty decent, truth be told. I'll report that in. I'll report that in. So that was failed, killed some. Saw is alive, yeah. Cara Dune died. Baze died. Chirrut died. Submit. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. I mean, I was expecting it to go much worse than that. That Chirrut Cron is something else. It is. I mean, having someone like Baze just like one tap for that level of damage is kind of crazy, right? We only have 3 teams on defense because I went hard on offense. Took a couple of Reavers. And your JMK? My JMK? I thought you said you were up against MC3. You never seen Baze one-tap someone. Yeah, I mean, that Cron is just nuts, isn't it? They just ramp so much offense. Win or we kick you. Oh, I'm sorry, Darth Grogu. Don't kick me, please. Yeah, the offense boost is kind of nuts. I do think that was the correct Cron to use, though. I do think that's the correct Cron to use. There was just the Baze, just that Baze getting that one tap on Chewie. If it hadn't hit Chewie, maybe we would have survived with someone else, and then we could have recovered. The loss of the additional offense was kind of rough, but hey. Oh, gotcha, now, Melkcell. Gotcha, buddy. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear me. Cool. Cool. All right, guys, I think I'm actually going to call the stream there because I'm kind of beat. So I apologize to the roster reviews that we didn't get round to. We will be doing more roster reviews on Thursday, though. Old Man Logan from the Three Scoundrel Podcast is in this guild. Is it really? I thought he was in something else. Let's see if there's anybody live for us to stream into. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Raid. Who have we got? Oh, we got Swampgrass is live at the moment. I'll take you guys over to Swampgrass. So apologize for the abrupt stop here. I'm just kind of beat. Yeah, the time zone differences do kind of suck. I would like to be able to do something that's easier for the American audience, but it'll just have to be like a late night stream. And the only time I do that is on a Friday, and that clashes with GAC. And it's hard to keep your brain functioning properly for roster reviews at that time. We'll see what we can do though, guys. All right, I'm going to set up this raid. Thanks everybody for coming. Do really appreciate you. We'll be doing GAC live tomorrow when it goes live immediately. And we'll be doing more roster reviews on Thursday. So make sure you guys swing back around. I will see you all very shortly. Peace out and big love, y'all.